Let me show you how blessed I am.
Speaking of blessed, I ran across this guy by chance, and it was truly a blessing. Reggie Martin, who calls himself the Black Chinaman, has been living in Macau, China for over 20 years. I thought I was the travel OG, but this dude has been all around the world, from Thailand to Malaysia to everywhere in between. I heard black people were treated kind of funny in China, but Reggie Martin breaks down all the stereotypes and cleans up all the rumors. Reggie calls himself one of the most known people in the world. With 3.2 million followers on Instagram, I was like, how come I never heard of him? We had similar friends on Instagram, so I knew he was legit, but what blew my mind was the fact that when we talked, he was so humble and down to earth. We had such a good conversation, I had to bring him on tonight and share his gift with you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Reggie Martin, a.k.a. the Black Chinaman. What up, y'all? You know what it is. It's the Richie Mag time, man. I got a special guest coming tonight. Man, Reggie Martin, man, this dude is just like so cool. I mean, 3.2 million followers. I personally don't know anybody with 3.2 million followers except for maybe Gail at Night and Felicia Jordan. Shout out to them. I'm really excited, man. Let you guys know I'm headed back to LA for the first time in 2 years. Going back to Cali. Going to see my family, my daughters. Going to do my thing. And then come back to Thailand. I'm not staying. I'm just going to visit, man. So I'm probably not going to be up next week with the live. So y'all going to have to do without me for a week. Or maybe I might do a live from LA. We'll see what happens. But I got to go out there and take care of some business, you dig? So anyway, hope all of y'all are doing good. Man, we had such a good stream last week, man. It was an all-star panel, man. We had such a good time. Man. At least I had a good time. It was a little spicy in certain areas, but just got to give a shout out to my panel. I mean, like Alan Obi, I call him Alan Luther King because he's really trying to like do some positive things in the community, man. I can't do nothing but take my hat off and respect him for that. I got to give a shout out to the wonderful, the great Courtney Michelle, who holds her own as a she's not just a pretty face, she holds her own. You know what I mean? She intelligent, she don't get off her square, she does her thing. So man, I was proud of her. Skylar, aka Think Smart Financials, aka One Master Teacher. He lit it up. Like we all do our thing, man. We had a lot of fun, man. All the rest of the panel people were coming up and saying their thing, man. We had such a good time, man. So it was cool, man. So today I'm bringing, this is going against what I was originally going to do something totally different. But when I met this brother, oh, wait. I see my co-host is up in here. Wait a minute. I got my co-host up in here. I missed him last week. I got to bring up my co-host with me because he keeps things going. He keeps things live and he keeps holding me up because you got to remember it's midnight in Thailand. What I was originally going to do was going to go out on the street and like do like a live thing from the street. But the problem is it's so loud I wouldn't be able to hear you guys. It was supposed to be raining. It didn't end up raining. So I actually could have did it. But I decided, man, I'm just gonna chill here and do it. But let me because I missed you last week, Dave. Let me bring up my co-host. This dude's been a friend of mine for like, Dave, I think we go back 20, 30 years, maybe. This guy's always been consistent, always been supportive, always positive. He's a DJ, he's a comedian, he's a friend. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to that DJ. I can't say the word NGA Dave.
I'll say it.
What's your name? Tell him your name, Dave.
Hey, DJ Nigga Dave. It's pronounced nigga, but it stands for Need God Always. And that's when Fox News tries to corner me and shit, and I got something for their ass. So it's just like, now what?
Right. Hey, Dave, you know what's funny? Was that you or the other Dave that went to China? One of y'all went to China.
I've been to China a few times.
Okay, good. Because you're gonna be really connect with the guy, man. Reggie, the Black Chinaman. He's called the Black Chinaman, Reggie Martin. And it's so funny. This dude has done so much, man. He sent me, I was like, man, let me know what you do. He got pictures with Manny Pacquiao, David Beckham. You know, he invented or created Playboy in Asia.
Ooh.
So that's him.
Yeah.
There's Hugh Hefner, and then there's Reggie Martin. You know what I mean? This guy's done so much, and he's just like a dude you just meet, just on the street, man. Just a cool dude, man, a humble dude, man. So I ain't gonna I'm gonna bring him 1 second, but I gotta find out how you doing, Dave. I missed you last week and the week before.
I was sitting in the back, but I had so much going on. I had folks coming in and out, but I had about an hour to kill, and by then, all your guests had already killed each other, and there's a lot of bloodshed last week, man. I was like, ooh, man.
But it was happy bloodshed. I mean, it was fun. Yeah, it was fun. But it was so funny. I can see you in the back. I can see your reaction. I can see you shaking your head. I can see you doing so. I was laughing, and I looked up.
Like, let me in. I was like, let me in, Richie.
Yeah, we needed you to keep it comical and light, man. But that's what I love about you, man. I'm so glad you're here with me this week, bro. So
yeah, it's been about 30 years. It's been about 30.
Yeah. Easy. Before you had the gray beard, you know what I mean?
Absolutely, man.
You know what I mean? We go way.
This beard gets me out a lot of tickets, though, man. I can look a cop at 2:00 in the morning and look him dead in the eye and be like, "Yeah, move along, partner." I mean, he's like, "All right."
Yeah, you're young enough to be my son, right?
Right. Don't even front.
Right. That's what's up, man. But I appreciate you, man. I really do appreciate you being here to help me out. But we're gonna have some talk about China because you might have some better questions than me. But when I met him, we just started chopping it up. I said, dude, you got to come on the show, man, because his story is so interesting that I just had to share with y'all. Just to let y'all know, I had my own stereotypes about China and black people in China. If I heard my stories, but this dude is living like a king. Like
how long has he been there?
We finna get into it right now. I mean, I don't want to tell too much, but I already told it in my little intro. He's been in Macau for 20 years, bro.
Okay.
So he was doing it way before we was even thinking about it. So
Yeah,
so,
Macau's a whole lot different than Beijing and the main hubs. Macau is a whole different animal.
Got you. Okay, well, that's what we're gonna talk to him about. Reg, you ready to come up? You ready to come up, Reg? I can see you back there. Reg, just do like this if you're ready. You ready? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring him up, man. 3.2 million followers.
Wow.
Let's just let that marinate, man. 3.2 million followers. And I never knew who he was, man. We just happened to have mutual friends. I think he reached out and I reached out. We got on the phone. It was like we known each other all our lives, man. So without further ado, like MTR says, let me bring him up. The man, he calls himself the man. Reg, I gotta make sure I get it right. The man everybody knows that nobody knows, Reg. Is that what you said? Because it's a trip with 3.2 million followers, you would think we know. But he's done everything, man. I can't say it no more. I'm just gonna bring him up. I'm gonna let him speak for himself. Reggie.
What's good, man? What's good?
What's happening, man?
What's happening,
Reg,
man?
that's Dave. Dave's been to China, Reg. I haven't, so he gonna have some good China questions for you.
Man, let's do it, man. Appreciate to meet you, brother.
Absolutely. I mean, first, like I asked Richie, I mean, what's the biggest standout between Macau and like Beijing?
Ooh, he just jumped right in. He just went right in.
Oh man, very simple, man. Macau, we are the Las Vegas of Asia. It's the same as New York to Las Vegas.
Okay,
gotcha.
We are, and we make more money than before COVID. We was making more money. You could put Las Vegas, Atlantic City, and all your Indian reservations together. We was making more money than all of them.
Wow. That's crazy.
So we was the second richest country in the world before COVID, behind Qatar.
Wow, that's big. Speaking of COVID, man, I heard y'all on lockdown. Y'all on a real lockdown out there, ain't you?
Yeah, So the casinos will be closed as of tomorrow, from tomorrow until the 11th. So yeah, tomorrow morning I got to go take. We got to do a mass testing.
Wow.
Man,
I heard they serious. They're
not playing, man. I got some people back in Beijing, and there's a guard around their apartment complex. You can't even walk out your building without the proper, ain't no bus station. We talking about your front door.
Facts. Well, no, same here.
But see,
if you're not wearing a K95, you can get charged for 2 years, brother.
Yeah.
Damn, a real 2 years. A real 2 years. Is everybody vaccinated out there? Because you know, in America, half the people want it, half the people don't.
Almost. We getting there. We getting there.
That's crazy. And what's that behind your head, brother? It looked like some kind of wall. What is that behind your head, man?
Man, this came with the place. It's a headboard, but it's a cushion.
It's a headboard?
Yeah. And it's a cushion, go all the way from head to floor. I mean, from the ceiling to the floor.
You don't want to kill nobody. You gotta soften up the landing there. So I understand that. Head injuries are real. Head injuries are real.
Not on that headboard, So, Reg, let me ask you, man. So, 3.2 million followers, bro. I mean, you know, I remember we had talked before, and I know, and you made an excellent point. He said it's not about the followers, it's about the quality of the followers and the people that's actually following. And 3.2 million, I can't get that out of my head, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what's funny? I had told you I'm the most known person
there it is.
in the world, right? Because you know, most of my followers is Asian. Right? So none of the blacks actually knows me because I haven't lived in the States for over 25 years, man. As soon as I left college, my first job was overseas. I never worked in our beautiful country.
Damn. Where'd you go first?
My first place I worked was Turkey.
Okay.
Turkey. And so I worked for a company called Club Med Resorts. So at that time, every 6 months they would send us somewhere different. So Turkey, Bali, Dominican Republic, Mexico, Thailand, Malaysia.
Wow.
Man, I've been very blessed, man. I've been truly blessed, man. So I've been living a rock star lifestyle and on the best real estate in the world, getting paid to be there.
Damn. That's the man. That's awesome. I mean, I've heard. Was that you, Dave, that told me? I heard. Now I don't want to get into politics with China because he lives there and all that. But I just heard they wasn't really that friendly to us out there, man. I mean, I know for a fact that, you know, my boy was vice president print production of Warner Brothers, and they made the movie posters, the different posters, and I know. The black dude in Star Wars, like out in America, he was like big on the picture, but when they got to over there, they kind of like minimized him a little bit, like little stuff like that. I don't know if you want to really get into it, but how have you been treated in China?
Man, I've been treated actually 20 years, man. I've been treated royal, you know, royalty, man. And you know what? I think it's I can't speak for others, but I only can speak for myself. I have not had any problems.
Right.
But
I mean, once you get insulated from the culture, you have your people around you, and once you get to that, you get insulated with the people around you, you're good.
Man, like I said, I never auditioned for a movie. I've always been asked to be in Chinese movies. So, you know,
you're the only black dude there. You're the only black.
No.
We got one black dude. We need him. Get him in there.
No. Dave will tell you, man. China got a huge African population, brother.
Yeah.
Huge.
But that's not American. That's a different black to Chinese.
Yeah, but still, they can't tell the difference. You black.
Yeah. Right. And they treat the Africans poorly, I think, in my opinion, and they treat Americans a lot better from like a reflex when you first meet people. It's like, oh, you're American, you know, and it kind of takes on a different, energy when it does. Because you
know what? I'm gonna say this, man. Money. If you got money, man, no matter where you from,
right?
You know. And you feel like didn't you feel like Michael Jackson or Michael Jordan when you first got over there? Like everywhere you went, it was like paparazzi for me, and I'm just a DJ. And me and my little entourage people, we walk in the restaurant and we shut that motherfucker down, and it was just like, man, I'm just Dave. It's just
you know what, man? I've been over before I moved here. That was going on with me already in Turkey and Bali, but what separated? I guess not separated. But I went out with one of the most. My girlfriend for a while was one of the most famous Chinese actresses in China, and that just has never been heard of, a Chinese actress going out with a brother.
Yeah,
right.
You know, so I think that was in history. That just never happened before.
You was the Sammy Davis Jr. of China,
man. So everywhere we went, everywhere I went,
I was trying to think of somebody that was perfect.
man. I know
Facts.
some people mad. I know they was mad. They put something in your dinner. That somebody took a shit in your sweet and sour chicken, bro.
Haters.
Hey, luckily I don't eat it.
Oh, that's hilarious. I want to give a shout out to Pooh living out here in South Korea. We got South Korea in the building. What up, Pooh? We giving it all the way up, man. We got the infamous, the famous, the not so famous 3.2 million Reggie Martin in the house giving us game, man. So Reg, I'm gonna read through these comments while we talking, man. But so what is your biggest one of your most, I want to say your biggest accomplishments, because I've seen your stuff, you got a lot of stuff, but what is one of your most favorite accomplishments in China?
You know, being one of the founders of the American Chambers of Commerce here.
Ooh.
So that took me to the next level.
Wow.
That's
you know,
that's a mover and shaker. You know, folks to be around there. You changing shit.
Yeah. So that was and you know, I was 29 when that happened.
Mm.
So you know, that change that really brought me into another level of people, because it's definitely levels to it. That's why I was telling you yes, I got 3.2 million followers, but I care more about who is following me. Yeah. So you can have 3.2 million followers, but a lot of them can be busters. Right. Or you can have somebody with 10,000 followers, but have nothing but your Richard Bransons, your Wolf Blissers, and these type of people following. Which one do you rock with?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Facts. That totally makes sense. It really does. Billy Ray Williams, say what up from Cali. Cali in the house. That's my hometown. Cali in the house. I'll be in Cali, y'all, for a minute.
Where he at? Torrance? Where he at? Torrance?
Where you at, Billy Ray? He said you in Torrance. You in Torrance, California? Where you at, Billy Ray? We need to hear from you. We see Pooh say loving life in Asia, big bro. Yeah, oh, man. Shit. Asia is just like a cool place, man. That's what last week's streams are. We were talking about black men leaving. You know, some of them like to say running. You know, we don't run, man. We explore, we travel, we conquer. You understand me?
I didn't get a chance to chime in last week, and I was going to try to chill. But my point was, y'all got to relax and let people live their lives, because you know, what's good for one person is not the same for another, and everybody was trying to fit like one type of black person is going to be one type of black person, but it's like, come on, man, life is short. You better find your happiness, because if you wait for the people at church to set you up with the best person at the church, then you get in line, because that's just I just don't understand it.
Well, that's the good thing about having Reggie on the show. It's like he's shown, like people say, "Oh, Rich, you showing us a way in Thailand," but this dude has been doing this. If I'm not mistaken, if you've been there that long, you were there before the casinos really hit. You were there when Pacquiao fought there. You were there when Macau really got.
I traveled with Manny when we was fighting Floyd. We was all on the same private plane. It was our private plane that we did the tour and all that with for that fight.
That's what's up.
Manny is definitely my man.
He seems like a good guy, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I got to pick between Manny and Floyd. It's Floyd, but I'm a big Manny Pacquiao fan, man.
Yeah, you know what? That was a tough one for me, man, because you know I go back to East Chicago, man. People like that, but hey, I'm working with Manny, man. So that was a tough one, man.
Team Manny, baby. Hey, you can't be mad.
You mean president? Isn't it president?
No,
is that Pacquiao?
Yeah, he's
a congressman.
Right. He ran for it, but he didn't win.
Really? He ran and didn't win? I thought it'd be easy. I thought he'd win that hands down.
Yeah.
How did he not win?
No, it's a lot of educated people in the Philippines, brother.
Okay. But still, It's about the vote, right? Or do they do elect? I don't know what the vote structure
Yeah,
is.
no,
Like.
it's about the vote, but they gonna, they know to put, they gonna put the right person in there in the office. They know they know, I don't. I need to be careful, but
Yeah. Freedom of speech. Just watch what you say. You understand me?
That's like how I am right now, because I have basically family back in China, and I don't want to go back. I mean, as much as I like DJing down there and how much love I got, I think they vet everybody that comes over there, and I think I've kind of spilled my tea on how I feel about what's going on over there. So it's just like, y'all ain't Brittany Griner and me, because they'll be like, they will find something on me if they take a blood test.
They don't play no games, bro. They don't play no games at all. At all. But that's why I'm trying to figure out from Reg, like how, because first of all, what's it called? The American Chamber of Commerce?
Yes, correct.
Okay, now what does that entail? Because that sounds like some inside COINTELPRO type shit right there.
We are the gate.
That's like the Kiwanis Club.
Right.
Man, you definitely, it's the who's who, man. So you CEOs of all the top American companies, casinos, banks, they all members, right? And we the gatekeepers. Say an American coming in and want to do business in China. We are that person they can contact for free, and help them try to reach whatever goals or whatever they trying to reach over in China, since we have all the connections that make that happen.
That's what's up. I need that in Thailand, man. I'm trying to put together a celebrity golf tournament, and that's gonna be a job within itself, man. Trying to.
Well, we did one here. I had Tiger here. Tiger came out for it.
See, dude, I say one thing, he just jumped all the way to Tiger. I'm trying to get Ben Vereen.
Oh no, I'm just trying to tell you it's possible, brother. Yeah,
right.
It's definitely possible. But
right.
Tiger came out. We had a good time, man. We had a good time.
I might need some consultation on that. I might need to take a consultation from you. Gail wrote in the chat. Man, let me tell you something about Gail at Night, just so y'all know. Gail at Night is the best in the business, man. She runs Gail at Night, Felicia Jordan, Luke Hazley. These people are just like staple names in Black YouTube that run the channel. Gail will put up your channel, but you don't have a channel, do you, Reg?
No, man. I just do Instagram. Reggie Martin 10.
So you got that, Gail? Reggie Martin 10. And Dave, what's your handle?
That DJ Dave. Let me make sure so I don't mistake it here, because
Gail will find it. Trust me, she'll get to
a lot of weed, and
I know it's a lot. I'm gonna read what Matt Armstrong said. Matt Armstrong said, "Oh yeah, $5 super chat too, man. I didn't even see that, Matt. Thank you, brother." Matt Armstrong says, "At Zoom to Thailand, what's the Beverly Hills of Pattaya? Can you find spacious condos? How can I own the condo?" So the Beverly Hills is I'm kind of in the Beverly Hills. I'm in Jomtien, Pratam Nak, those areas. I mean, they got really nice areas. You can own a condo, but you can't own land unless you. But they're coming with different rules now, where you can, if you spend so much money, you can get like a 10-year visa. So basically, they're trying to encourage people with money to come and spend money out here. So Matt, if your pockets is deep, you know what I mean. You can make it shake. You know what I mean. You just have to know the right people. People like the Black Chinaman, who can make things shake. Yeah. The Black. Wait, I gotta go this way. The Black Chinaman.
In China, you can buy property, but you have to sell it back to the government after a certain amount of time. Is that the same way in Macau?
No, that's not the same way. You keep it
in China. Though, after like you have a 40-year mortgage or 40-year lease, after 40 years, got to get out.
That's what I see. It reminds me of Mexico.
Places in Thailand and Indonesia, they give you a lease, for 100 years and things like that. Oh, then there's ways you can do it in Thailand. If you set it, you can buy a home and write it off as a corporate buy. So it's different tricks to go about doing it. Right. Yeah, man, we can talk offline with that one. But yeah, it's definitely.
Well, also the problem with those tricks, because they can always be like, because they keep the rules real vague. So if they want you, they can get you. But if you ain't bothering them, they won't bother you. That's usually a general solution. Shout out to Keith Jenkins.
It's all about having the right lawyer that carries weight. Absolutely. And make sure your T's is crossed, man. But
absolutely,
definitely.
Shout out to Keith Jenkins. Keith Jenkins, man, is one of the givers.
Officer uniform he has on there.
That's what I thought it was. Keith Jenkins, what is that, man? You look like an Officer Jenkins. Should we call you Officer Keith Jenkins? I'm not mad at you.
He's too happy to be a real cop. I think he might be one of them.
Let me tell you something.
Never like that.
This dude is not just a good dude. He be dropping super chats on people, blessing people's channels. He's really a good dude. I don't know how he does it, man, but he goes into his bag of tricks and pulls out, some gifts for people. He's really, 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 really a good dude, man. Appreciate you. Keith Jenkins, salute to you. James said, I'm unable to hear the chat. He can't hear the chat. Can y'all hear us? Like lead attorney say, put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear us. You got to turn your volume up because we hear each other. If we hear each other, we should be able to hear you. Ain't no mutes on. We should be good.
So what time is it where y'all at? Huh? 12 o'clock, Richie, you're 12 o'clock?
No, it's 12. It's 12:30 in Thailand, so it's 1:30 a.m. in China. So
yes.
So he's lucky enough. We're lucky enough, Reg, to stay up with us for a little while and bless us with his game. We got so much ground to cover. I'm just trying to get through these messages. Big Baz, that's my music guy, Dave. That's the dude who makes my music. He's the shit. Salute, good people. My big homie Richie Mack, Zoom Tribe. Yeah, this is a bad dude right here, man. You talking about a musician? He does everything, plays everything. Sings, raps, he does it all, man. Y'all got to check out Bass. He made this new song, man, for me. It's so West Coast, Dave. You over there all that record. It sound like a Battle Cat type of song with Snoop and Dre and all them on it. It's dope.
I was just with Battle Cat at NAMM. NAMM was a couple weeks ago.
Battle Cat is my favorite dude. He's so talented, dude. Battle Cat is bad, but Bass got something to say too. I need to get Battle Cat on here too. So let me read a couple more of these. Ronin Travels with Alex A. Richie Mack from Kansas City, Missouri. Keep doing your thing. You dig? Yes, sir, man. We're going to keep on giving it to you, man. Kansas City up in here. You know how we do. So, Reg, tell me about the Playboy. How did this Playboy thing come in? And you met Hugh Hefner? That's one thing.
And do you need DJs? Do you need any DJs?
That actually was my boss, man, was Hugh. Wow. But he, wanted to come out and start up the Playboy Club in Asia. We was the first to bring it here, man. And I went around. I did a tour, man, recruiting Playboy bunnies, man. So that was a hard job. Time, man. Pulling up in places, man. I mean, it'd be 400 or 500 girls, man, lined up, man, for me to interview them. And it was funny, man. Out of 400 girls, man, in some of these places, a lot of them should not have been in that line.
Damn.
But you got to smile and say, okay.
Hey, I got one for you. I mean, when it comes to Asian women, and you guys can chime in if it's true or not. I believe it is. There's only two types of women in Asia. They're gorgeous or they ain't. It's either or. Ain't no in between. Ain't no subtleness like, no, it's like padao or.
You talk about China or Asia itself? Because it's a whole.
Just Asia in general.
No, man, they got. China. No, man, you got. No, man, you got your levels. Definitely, you got your cute ones. You got your. I think what, man. I think all cultures say the same things about each other. To be honest, but once you really live here and see, no, it's definitely you got your levels to it, man. You got your, just like with Black or Hispanic, man. You got your baddies. You got your. Your cuties. It's different. It's different levels. You got some that's just only cute, sexy, beautiful, and gorgeous. But it's definitely a variety. But if you're not, if you're not into Asian girls, you can say that. If you're not into Black girls, someone would say that too. But they say the same thing. I got to defend my people too when I hear that on that side. I'm like, well, no, we got some bad,
right,
black females, man.
You get it twisted.
Right, don't get it twisted.
Everybody ain't wearing bonnets. I get you. I got you. Club Fillers pumping it through. That's my dude out in London. Club Fillers, man. He pumping it through. He giving a shout out to everybody, man. Club Fillers up in here. Gail at night. Okay, they over there flirting with Gail as usual. Everybody flirts with Gail at night all the time because she's just like so flirtable. You understand? So Keith, I'm saying Keith, you got me thinking Keith Jenkins. Reggie, so in China, right? How hard is it for a brother to catch women? Are they into brothers out there? Because I know in Thailand they love us, and I hear everywhere we go, but I've never been to China, so I can't speak on that. How do they treat brothers in China in terms of the female persuasion?
Bro, you know what they scared at first because a lot of them, you got to realize, man, China just been open. It hasn't been open that long, right? So
I'm gonna tell you a story. I went before the Olympics.
How you gonna cut him in the middle of his story and tell a story?
Add on that.
Okay.
Before, and people had never seen a black person before, and they were literally touching us, and that's why we made such a ripple when we walked someplace. It was, they had the country. No one had a driver's license. Nobody was driving. There was no plumbing. But then I went after the Olympics and Americanized. It kind of got more Americanized, and then it kind of made a change. And then it was a different kind of a feeling with the people checking you out. It wasn't such a shock.
Okay. There you go. What you gonna add to that, Reg?
You know what, man? Once they see you with someone they know, or if you certified, you're a business person or you fame or whatever, they loosen up, bro. I mean, as you can see my Instagram page, I haven't had no problems over here at all.
Right.
So if you speak, first of all, they don't speak. Most of them don't speak English, so they automatically shy to talk to you. Not because you're black, it's just because they can't communicate. Right. Okay. And then if you speak Chinese, bro, they all on you, man. Not on you like that, but I'm just saying they very interested to know why you speak Chinese,
Right.
But it's the same.
Chinese,
bro,
is it Mandarin or Cantonese?
The questions you asking, I can say the same with our people. Growing up in East Chicago, bro, if somebody Asian coming to East Chicago, bro, the blacks gonna be the same. Like, hey,
what the hell?
Yeah, right. Facts, bro. Like, what the hell? What's going on?
Right.
You know what I mean? And you go to a club, they come to an all-black club, it would be the same, or
But you know what's funny? You keep saying East Chicago. I was born in Chicago. I only know about the South Side and the West Side. What's this East Chicago? What is that?
So good question, man. I'm glad you said that. So I'm from East Chicago, Indiana. Don't ask me why they call it Indiana. Why? But it's all a part of Chicagoland area. Now, the funny part of this is we don't know nothing about Indiana. Because everything is Chicago news, Chicago. I'm literally 20 minutes from downtown Chicago.
Oh, right? I know, because my uncle would drive his Cadillac to Indiana to get gas because gas was cheaper.
Facts.
He would always do that. I never understood. I'm like, you just wasted $2 worth of gas and saved 58 cents. How does that work?
So we love that part. We become Indiana when it comes to gas and tax. Other than that, we say we Chicago, bro. We don't know nothing about Indiana. We're not even on the same time frame as Indiana.
Right. How far are you from Gary though? Because Gary's kind of like that.
Bro, why would you?
No, I'm serious. Gary.
Gary. Hey, we right. So it's Chicago, East Chicago, Gary.
There it is. All right. I see. I knew I was close.
It's all right there, bro. And you know, Gary thugged out too,
Gary is thugged out. Ain't nothing crazy. Chicago. Shout out to Bruce Rain, one of my #1 favorite supporters. He's been supporting the channel since the beginning. He always got something to say. Bruce Rain gonna make a few comments in here. That's what I want to say. Gatsman says, "Show the women." Ooh, that's a good thing. Show the women. Hey, Gatsman, what's it? Got me some. Got me some. Want to get him some? He say, "Show the women." Got me some. Which women? The women in China, the women in LA, or the women in Thailand? Got me some. We need to hear back from you.
Fat. Which one you want?
Yeah, let me see.
How about the ladies in Gary?
Oh, the ladies in Gary. What they? I'm man. See, I ain't gonna do that because they're gonna say we bashing women. And I ain't gonna do it. But I can just imagine what the ladies in Gary.
I still got to go home too. So
yeah.
Hey, Dave, don't get me in trouble.
Yeah, for real. Very
you a politician. You know how to skirt around that little thing.
But you know what? I was a politician at the age of 5 years old. I was a street politician because I lived on the gangster disciple side of town, but I like messing with females around. So you had to be a street politician for me to be able to go to the Vice Lords, the Stones area, the
without getting your ass whooped.
Right.
Without getting your ass whooped.
Right.
Yeah.
Why is it that the prettiest girls live in the roughest neighborhood? Have you noticed that?
Sometimes you only get one real pretty girl in every hood. Like you don't get a bunch of pretty girls in a rough neighborhood. At least I don't remember it like that. We always had 1 or 2 bad ones. You know what I mean? But all the pretty girls,
the projects, bro. It'd be some, bro. It's more. It's in the.
Well, I didn't live in the projects.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, but yeah, in East Chicago and Gary, the projects had some.
My family from the Golden Gates. If you know Chicago, you know the Golden Gates. That's damn near the project.
Yeah,
that's right near the Argyle Gardens. So you know, and I don't remember no fine women at Argyle Garden. Not to say they wasn't, because it could have been, but I didn't see him like that. I didn't see him moving like that. Shout out to Jesseville III. Salute to you, Jess. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you coming in, dropping in with us. James came back. Congratulations on the number of followers. Yeah, man, we slowly move. Oh, you talking about you? Yeah, hey, James, I'm sorry. I thought about my little punk ass 13,000. You mean his 3.2 million followers? Yeah, man.
Hey, James, I appreciate you, man. Send me a message, man. Come on over, send me a message, man.
He's so down to earth, dude. Like y'all need to follow him some more. Make it 4 million. Y'all need to go follow him. Gail, did you find his IG yet? Find his IG. You're gonna see, man. It's all legitimate, man. It's all legitimate. Oh, Before the Billions is in the building. There he is. About time Before the Billions. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping through. It's so funny. Let's see what got me some. Has very colorful commentary for the vaccine. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not going there. I ain't going there. Got me some.
Gail just put up my subscription for my something. I guess it's my Instagram. You can pop that up there real quick. I'm trying to catch Mr. 3 Million Man over here. I got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, man, we all do. But he's so humble about it. You know what I mean? It was like he's like, it's not about how many followers you have.
Yes, it is.
Followers you have. You know, you dig? You know, he on that. You know what I mean? It's easy to say that when you got 3 million. Or any day, like it ain't about how many you got. It's it's the quality of it. All right, well, give me your 3 million, and I'll give you about 13.
Hey, bro, it's definitely the quality, man.
I agree.
Yeah, you got to kick those crypto miners out, and you can't let people feed off of your page with all that negativity, because that's how you get hacked, and the wrong people come in there, and then boom, next thing you know, you lose your account.
Yeah, we don't do negative though. We really don't. Y'all gotta dead the negative stuff. We just here we showing love, but I also like people that say their opinion. Like if somebody don't want to take it, that's on them. You know what I mean? Okay, here's a question for you. Reg.
Okay.
How has the transition in Hong Kong to China rule from the 90s at Reggie Martin? That's for you.
Say that again.
How was the transition in Hong Kong to China's rule from the 90s? I don't understand. How does he mean that?
You're right. And I wasn't here in the 90s, so I wouldn't know.
How has the transition in Hong Kong to China rule from the 90s?
Yeah, I don't
know.
Rule?
I don't know how he means that. I'm gonna try and reinterpret it. I think he's saying because China, but China didn't take over Hong Kong in the 90s. China took over
Hong Kong. They're going through it right now. They tried to separate themselves away from, like, look, Hong Kong is their own country, and China's like, no, you're part of us, and you will always be a part of us. So Hong Kong.
No. I'm gonna correct. No. It's all about the contract. It's not that they trying to separate themselves. The Brits contract is supposed to be for, after they gave it back, it's supposed to be for the next 50 or 50 years. Like Macau, we still underneath the Portuguese contract too, even though we still belong to China. So we call it one country, two systems, because China is still the motherland, but we still underneath the Portuguese law, and Hong Kong is still underneath the British law. But some of the rules that China wants to install, Hong Kong might have some problem with it, whatever. But here in Macau, we don't have that problem, man. We happy with every move China is making.
Now I've heard about Macau. I heard it's like Vegas on steroids. I've heard it's like they've emulated everything Vegas, but then just made it better. Is that an accurate statement?
That's correct. And everything is bigger too here. All the casino, hotel in our building, we the biggest building in all of Asia. We got 30,000 staff under one building, bro.
Damn.
So
damn.
So 15,000 seat arena inside of our building. So when you see the NBA come into play in China, a lot of times they playing at our building.
Man, that's what's up. And I saw that view. That view, is that out your balcony?
Yeah, that's out my balcony. Yeah.
Man, you gotta show that view, man, before you get out of here, man. You gotta.
Man, it's not. You know what? It's all the lights are turned off now because of the time. It's going on.
Oh, they turned all those lights go off?
Well, now because of COVID, we on lockdown now. So yeah, it's definitely off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now what's keeping you in China? Because you work there, or is it because you just love it so much? Because you're the first black dude that I've heard that actually 20 years. You've been living there for 20 years though, right?
Right.
I mean,
right.
Besides money, obviously you're doing well out there, but is there anything in particular keeping you out there? You
know what, man? It's the lifestyle, man. Like I said, we still under, the Portuguese law, and we still, having all these amazing shows, and it's new. So I was here from the beginning. None of the casinos was here when I first came. Right. So I was here. I was blessed to be here to be a part of history of watching all of this build.
Right. You was at the right place at
and
the
then
right
time. I'm a permanent resident, man. So China made me a permanent resident, man. I can't. That's why I say I can't say that I had any problems here, man. I'm a permanent resident, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
A kid from Indiana, East Chicago, as you like to, would end up in Macau, China, doing what you're doing. That story is amazing, bro. Suburbia Jones is bad because we said
East
black.
You do know East Chicago is the actual name of the city.
That's some bullshit, man. I'm from Chicago. I ain't never heard of East Chicago.
Bro, Google it.
I'm calling Cap on you. I'm calling Cap.
Google it. You would put? Don't call Cap.
I never anybody from Chicago tap in if y'all, because I know we got Chicago people in there.
I'm in Macau. Don't call Cap without putting a bet on it, bro.
Oh, you think I'm a man that lives in China?
Put some money on it, man. If you so for sure.
I'm calling hood Cap in. Nobody from the hood has heard of that.
Google will put you right where it's at.
All right, I'm gonna check and see. Hey, Suburbia says blacks. What the fuck? We don't go by blacks anymore. You might want to say black people. Now, are we really splitting hairs like that, Suburbia Jones? Are we really splitting hairs? Is it blacks or black people? Should we just say BPs? I just don't like the word. What African American? I hate that fucking word, man. I don't like that word African American. I want to be black. That's it. You ain't got to add no extra syllables.
Well, you know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you're gonna say the N-word, probably you, Dave. Knowing you, I already know how you get down. They say just keep it real, Richard Pryor style. Richard Pryor
Dave,
style.
what you gonna say, Dave? What you gonna say?
Hey, well, you know, there's black people and them goddamn E words at the end of ER. So
ERs.
I'm a GGA. So
right,
that's a whole different connotation. But
that is absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. Ronan says he was in Hong Kong in '89.
Wow.
What was Hong Kong like in '89? Reggie wasn't there, so he wouldn't know.
No, 89, no.
You got to bring your own toilet paper. I know that. When I went,
I was in high school.
Yeah, he wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
Don't be giving away your age. Don't be giving away your age, Reggie. We talked about that. Don't be giving away your age. You dig? Jamal said, Richie Mac, salute, triple OG. Thank you, brother. Salute to you, Jamal. Yeah, man. So, Reg, what kind of cars do they drive in China? Like, I've never been. Like, I want to go to Hong Kong. And I want to go to Singapore. Singapore is close to China. I mean, it's not close in proximity.
I know where you're getting at. You talking about my cars.
Come on, man. Holler at me, man. What you whipping out there, man?
The Phantom, the Bentley, and the Ferrari.
Did you say Ferrari? Did he say Dave? Did he say Ferrari?
Or Fiero? Big difference.
Right. Did you say Fiero or Ferrari?
What is Fiero?
Oh, see,
Okay,
see how you see how he stunts. He stunts in a way where he's not stunting, but he's stunting at the same time.
No.
You remember what a Fiero is? He was a Fiero. So let me ask you a question, man. What would it take to get you to move back to the U.S., bro? Like, what would it take for you to have to move? Say, man, I'm packing up and going back to the U.S. What would it take?
Bro, I lived here more than I've been in East Chicago.
That's what I'm saying. And after living there the way you living, you're never going back, bro. At least not there.
You know what, bro? Like I was telling you earlier, what many people see is really cool. I had to sacrifice a lot of stuff for being here, brother. I missed a lot of birthdays, a lot of Christmas dinners, Thanksgiving dinners. Mm-hmm. Like I told you, it's hard to come home. You got a cousin who don't even know you, because even though I would come home every year, you know what I mean? But not often, because that's a long trip, brother. So I went home when COVID first started when it first started, I was at home for 10 months. Bro.
Wow.
East Chicago, I felt comfortable.
Man, you know damn well you couldn't get the hell up out of there. Yeah, you felt comfortable because you knew you was leaving. You felt comfortable because you knew shit. All right, I got about 3 more days.
Richie, what would it take for you to come back?
Hey,
I know you ain't ever coming back.
Hey, Dave, since Richie would have talked, since Richie would have say I'm being proper, he would have said I'm being proper, right? But hey, so you want me to say on phone now? I had a good time at home.
Oh, phone him. Hey, Dave, I just can't see myself living in America, bro. I just can't. Like, I can visit, like I'm a dude, but I can't.
Bro,
I can't afford it.
You, Rich, I'm gonna make it simple. You new to it, so it's exciting to you. I've been out here. Bro, it's exciting for me now to go home and be just around a lot of our people now.
Yeah.
So when I go home, I'll be looking at, when I go to a family dinner or go to a nice club where it's our people, I'm looking at our people like, man, we are beautiful.
Yeah.
Because I have been away from that for many years, man. So I look at it different than how you looking at it for the first time coming out here.
I mean, I guess that's one way of looking at it. But when you grow up in the hood and you've seen it all, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like,
man, you grow up.
Richie, when you came out there at first, was it just for a visit to check it out? Or was it like, I'm leaving for a year, I'm leaving for 5 years? What was the plan?
First time I came for a visit, just to get away from a toxic ass, crazy ass, ex-ass relationship. And
you went to the other side of the planet.
Yeah, I was like, I got to get away. I got to get up out of here. You ever heard that commercial? Want to get away? Yeah, I wanted to get away. But I love to travel. So I've been all over the place, but I've never been to Southeast Asia at all. So my boy / cousin Randy was going. So we pieced up and went out here. And the first time it was just crazy. I was like, wow, this is off the chain. I was like, man, I need to expand my Airbnb business. I need to bring some shit out here so I have a reason to come out here and I can get paid while I'm gone. I can be renting it out, and then when I'm at home, I can be getting paid. You know what I mean? Vice versa. And I planned on doing that. And I was going all over Southeast Asia, so I came 3 times in 1 year. I came in July of 2019. Then I went back in November, and that's where I started looking for properties. I went to the Philippines and I went to Thailand looking for properties. And then I came back February 2020 to hit up Philippines, Thailand, Cambodia, and Vietnam. Wow. And then in the middle of my leg, when I was here in Thailand, that's when the thing hit. And I was like, they said that same shit about Ebola, man. I should be over in 2 weeks. So I said, I'll just wait it out. And it never went away. And I never went away.
And now he married.
Shit. Not the kid. Hey, don't get me started on you, Mr. Bentley in Macau, and my building got the Lakers playing. Where your wife at?
Never been married, brother.
See? Why?
That's the question. That's the answer. Why?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what, man? Married to the lifestyle, brother.
I understand, bro. I understand and overstand.
But I have met some amazing, not saying I have met some amazing ladies in my lifetime, brother. Really.
Sure you have. We all have. But hey, this is not a good deal for us, man. At least not in the state. Not for me. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. I've been there, done that. Moby said, do you guys know who Randy Flagg is? I don't know who Randy Flagg is. Does anybody know who Randy Flagg is?
Nope.
No.
We don't know. No. That was a random ass question. Nobody knows who Randy Flagg is. Profe in the building. Profe Don Omar. Greetings to all. What up, Zoom and Thailand Live? What up, Profe? I like to say Profe Don Omar in the building. See, when you're ready to get your Spanish going, that's who you talk to. My man knows how to get down. Brothers is teaching brothers to speak Spanish. That's what we got to learn. We got to learn languages. When we travel, man, you got to learn the culture and be able to assimilate as best you can into the culture instead of trying to become a spectacle. In my opinion, you want to blend in. What do you say about that, Reg?
I agree. And you can get by with just the basic. They appreciate you just being polite, man. Yeah, they appreciate you making an effort, bro.
Yeah, that's everywhere.
But hey, 20 phrases. 20 phrases.
Right. Where's McDonald's? Where's KFC? How to get back to the hotel?
See, you led me to my next question, man. What's the food like out there, Dave? Dave, I want you to fact check him if he try to cap. We already got capital. What's the food like?
You on the computer? I'm still waiting for you to Google East Chicago.
I got to hear from the horse.
I'm still waiting for you to
I got to disrupt my flow to go to the computer. I want to hear from you. How's the food?
Man, hey, bro, we got everything. I got Cheesecake Factory. I got Morton's. I got everything you have out there, brother.
You talking American? Well, we don't have Morton's and Cheesecake Factory here in Thailand, sir. Remember, I'm just right up the block from you.
Yeah.
But they got seafood. They got a fresh. Seafood industry right there.
Seafood, Chinese food. I mean, what you want to know, man? It's fire.
Right, it's fire.
It's fire.
But you named American food. What's the Chinese food like?
The Chinese food. Now, when I go home, I can't eat the Chinese food at home. It tastes different.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I've been here for so long, right? So it's a big difference. Here they don't put MSG and stuff in the food, which is great for me because I'm allergic to MSG when I'm at home, bro. I get migraines quickly when I eat the Chinese food at home.
Because of the GMOs and all that shit in there?
Yeah, here, man, everything's clean, you know?
Right.
I haven't had no problems, man. The steaks,
I was gonna make a Wuhan joke. I was gonna make a Wuhan joke, but I'm gonna pause. You talking about everything clean. I was gonna make a Wuhan joke. I'm gonna let it fly. I'm gonna let it slide. I'm gonna let it slide, commerce man.
Hey, man. All I can say is I live in Macau, brother. And I'm gonna keep it rolling.
I ain't mad at you. Pharaoh say the countdown in 3 days and 72 hours. I'll be on a plane zooming to Thailand. The exodus is beginning, man. Brothers is leaving and just visiting. They have to leave. Yeah. Courtney Michelle got me thinking, though, man. Courtney Michelle, she came with some strong points, man. She got me thinking. Courtney Michelle.
Is that the young lady last week?
Yeah, I'm gonna let that just sit there. I'm gonna let that float in the air. Courtney Michelle, y'all know about Courtney Michelle. You know what I'm saying? Look at Felicia and Bruce Rain over there playing. So when you eat out there, so you do mainly American stuff, because I know they've emulated everything, man, and made it better. I already know. I
eat mostly Chinese food.
Okay. Dim sum, you get the dim sum?
Man, I'm still straight from East Chicago, brother. I still get the shrimp fried rice.
Sweet and sour chicken, baby. There it is.
You know what? I get the
You can't tell me that sweet and sour fried rice is better than sweet shrimp fried rice in Chicago, man. There's no way.
I told you I can't eat it. I can't eat it.
Damn.
When I go to Chicago, I'm not thinking about Chinese food, bro. I'm at Portillo's, I'm at the pizza joints, I'm at the soul food, I'm at Harold's Chicken. I ain't thinking about
Harold's Chicken.
You know.
Wow. Hey, Dave, do you know about Harold's Chicken?
I just thought about Harold and Bell's, which is a Louisiana based.
That's different. Harold's Chicken is famous in Chicago. It's like a staple. It'd be equivalent to. See, we don't have a black owned chain in LA, but it's a black owned chicken chain, right?
You hit to Louisiana?
They got one in LA now.
Yeah.
Huh?
They got Louisiana chicken.
Louisiana chicken's bomb, but they got a Harold's in LA in Hollywood.
What? Wow.
On Hollywood, I didn't believe it. I heard when I go to LA, I got to see for myself. They got a Harold's Chicken. I need to know if it tastes.
Wow.
Yeah, I got to find out about that. Big Baz giving you the salute. Give me salute, Reg.
Salute.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I think Baz went through China for a minute too. He's been there. I don't know if he stayed like Dave did. Dave stayed through. Make sure y'all subscribe to Gail at Night. Make sure y'all subscribe. Reg, when's the last time you were in Thailand?
Man, I celebrated New Year's 2020, man, right before COVID hit. 2 weeks later, COVID hit. Wow. So I did Christmas and New Year's in Bangkok. Because I would go every other week. Or because it's cheaper to go to Thailand than it is to stay one night in Hong Kong, bro. You can stay 3 nights in Thailand, then 1 night in Hong Kong.
Wait a minute. Mo Reeves said Bong Bong Marcos won. He won? Bong Bong won? Wait, Mo. I don't know if you're right about it. I thought Bong Bong was running for vice president. He didn't run for president of the Philippines unless I missed it. I try to keep up with stuff like that. Bong Bong is Marcos' son. Imelda and Ferdinand Marcos' son, Bong Bong. He won? See, do you know anything about that, Reg? Who's the president of the Philippines?
You know what? I don't know. You never heard of East Chicago, man. I don't know. I got.
Wait.
I don't know what to trust with you, homeboy.
You trying to flip on me because you done called a part of Indiana, Chicago.
On phone them. I don't know what. I don't know.
That's it. That's it. Now I gotta go look. See?
I mean, bro, you suspect now.
East Chicago City in Indiana.
No,
so it's not in Chicago.
Bro. I said East Chicago is part of Chicago land. East Chicago, Indiana, brother. It's right on the same line. Everything is close. It's like New Jersey, New York.
Yep. Can y'all see it?
Yep.
It says East Chicago and City in Lake Country, Indiana. That sound familiar?
Lake County,
Indiana. Hey man, I need glasses. Lake County, Indiana, United States. The population was 29,000 in 2010. It's home to Marktown, Clayton Mark's planned worker community. Marktown. I don't know what that is. All right, East Chicago.
Hispanic community.
Okay, I'm gonna let that.
Tell where it's located. How far is it from Chicago?
I don't know why you don't want to say it. You got me doing homework.
He wants you to eat it. He wants you to eat the word.
It don't say how far it is from Chicago.
Even though all the like East Chicago locals, Chicago is kind of running it now.
Mm. All right, I'm gonna
It,
let you.
it was the best kept. It was the best kept secret, Dave.
Yeah,
We was close paying. We was paying less, and right down 20 minutes from downtown. Now Chicago then found out about it. Now everybody moving there, and what they hit a lick now. What they was paying in Chicago, they get a damn mansion now.
Yeah, they usually go to Minnesota. I got cousins. My cousin went to Minnesota. That's where they went
to school to Minnesota.
Hey, when's the last time, Richie, you looked at the real estate boom in like Southern California? Have you Zillowed any
crazy.
property?
I own a house. I was thinking about selling my house. That's what I was gonna do, but I'm like, shit, man.
I got 3 homes on my block right now up for $1 million, up 7 figures. 3 houses up for, and one of them is a tear down, and 2 of them are nice, but I mean $1.6 million, $1.5 million, $1.2 million, and the median is like 680 or some shit. 630 is the median in Altadena.
Hey, you can buy Gary, Indiana with 1 point.
The whole city. The whole fucking block.
I mean, are you you know what I'm saying? And you right on Lake Michigan. Yeah. Right on Lake Michigan.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Gary is cold. I don't think they got is Michael Jackson, but he did that though. Michael Jackson put Gary on the map. Bo says Japan and Philippines are probably the best place in Asia for expats. I don't know.
I just, you know what? That's a matter of opinion.
That's absolutely a matter of opinion because Japan is expensive, Philippines is not. But the Philippines, the food is really. Japan, I haven't been yet, so I can't speak on some place I haven't been. But I know
Japan is expensive, bro. It's expensive.
Oh, that's what I heard.
I mean, like I told you, man. It depends what you're looking for.
Go ahead.
If you ask certain other brothers, man, that's been to Jakarta, they tell you Jakarta is the best thing that happened to them.
Jakarta.
Real talk.
See?
Real
talk. Have you been there, Dave? Jakarta? Have you?
No. Jakarta, isn't that Jakarta is like India, isn't that?
Indonesia.
Like Indonesia? Okay.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Right.
So it's a matter of opinion, man. It's what you're looking for.
Right. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Thanks for the love, Ferry. Yeah, man, you coming, man. I'm really excited. I get really excited, man, when people say I inspired them to make moves and get out the matrix and stuff. It feels good, man. I feel like I'm not just being selfish doing it for myself. So, that's why, Reggie inspires me because, like I said, when we first hooked up, literally 48 hours ago, less than that probably, he was just so down to earth, so cool. It was like, you know what I mean? With a person that has stature, a lot of times they act funny style. You know what I mean? I always make it a point to be down to earth, man, as much as I can.
Hey, Rich, you know why, bro? You know why?
God can take it away in 5 minutes.
Man, God would take it just as quick as he gave it to you. He quicker can take it away from you, man.
Mm-hmm.
I seen it happen, man.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, it's you got to appreciate and be thankful and grateful how you move.
Absolutely. I love how you guys are sending that message out because there's nothing worse than a person who doesn't travel. You're not as educated if you don't see the world, if you don't taste other cultures and smell other cultures and touch other cultures. I know kids in the neighborhood who haven't been to Venice Beach. They live in the county and they can't. I've never been to the ocean. I'm like, what are you talking about? So
because I was just about to say that you're coming out of your comfort zone, but it's an extra step to some people getting a passport, but it's really not hard. You just go into as long as you ain't got caught up, you ain't got put on child support, then that could be an issue. But other than going to the damn post office and taking a picture and giving up all your personal information, but you're gonna do that anyway at the DMV. So what's the difference?
Yeah,
I'm telling you guys, man, it's the most. What's the feeling, Dave? How do you explain the feeling to be able to just get up and leave? When
I traveled to China, it was just I was invisible pretty much. So it was good to be away from America because America will suck you dry and chew you up and spit you out. But when I went to China, it was like I was reborn. And then I came back and I went back again. And I felt the same way when I came back. It was just like, you know, you got to take a break from this country every once in a while.
Rejuvenating, yeah.
At least once a year. At least once a year, you got to do it. Michael Coleman said, Tokyo in the house, hurry up and zoom to Japan. You know what's funny, Michael? My layover is in Japan when I go to California, but it's only an hour though. So I won't be able to leave the airport. But yeah, man, I definitely want to check out Japan. You been there, Reg? You been to Japan?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your take on Japan?
Oh man, it's exciting, man. It's expensive. Once you learn all of Asia, I try to go places where you get the most out of your buck. Even though I have it, I'm not trying to just give it away like that. I got to make sense out of it.
Right.
So like I say, Hong Kong. I love Hong Kong. I can go to Hong Kong, and they gonna charge me how I like to live. They gonna charge me just for the room for $500 US on up just for 8 or 9 hours because you're gonna be out and eating and hanging out. When you could go to spend a whole weekend in Thailand plus the plane and everything for $300.
Just saying. The dollar stretch.
You get what I'm saying? So I definitely I'm more into.
Shit! I see the coach. Oh man! Oh, we gonna get this party going, man. Reg, I gotta introduce you to Coach Andre. This is the coach. He this is just a great guy, all around guy, man. I'm adding him to the party, man. Coach, you gotta say hi to Reg, man. Coach, what's going on, Coach Andre? Oh, you got a Chicago shirt on.
I had to. My man representing EC in the building. EC stand up.
Bro, what you tell him, bro?
EC stand up.
Hey,
Maryville stand up. Maryville stand up in the building.
This dude from Detroit. This dude from Detroit talking EC.
Let Gary stand up. Gary, go ahead and stand up.
He knows the whole surrounding areas, bro. He got the whole surrounding areas, man.
Man, I know that. I used to stay in that area for a year and a half, man. I was a college recruiter out there. I was part of working in a college out there, man.
Where you stay in Maryville?
I was in Maryville and I was in EC. I used to actually park my car in EC and take the train to the shop.
Man, bro, come on with it, man.
Take my train to the shop. Dude sleeping on EC, man.
Yeah, he didn't know, man. To us, man. Hey, I had to educate him. Why
do you want to do that?
I had to give him an X's and O's, coach.
So you saying it does exist?
Straight up. You on 80-90. You still on 80-90.
You still on 80-90, man.
Still on 80-90.
What the hell is 80-90? What the hell is that?
The freeway. The freeways go straight. If you're going let's say if you're going all the way to Cleveland, it's a straight shot from Cleveland all the way to the shot.
Yes, it is.
All the way through is I-90, I-89. Like it's a straight shot.
Yeah, but you know what you left out? It ain't a straight shot because that traffic is horrible. It is never a straight shot. It's a traffic.
Bro, you from LA, man. We ain't gonna talk about
real.
No traffic.
You need to stop that one.
I mean,
LA.
Hey. I'm not saying it was a straight shot in LA. Dre made it seem like it's simple. They always working on that damn.
Well, you know what's tight? You know what? Dan Ryan, it's all about the timing.
That's true.
Yeah,
it's all about the timing. LA, man, that shit lit all the time.
Mm-hmm.
LA,
right
Atlanta.
Now.
It could be Sunday at 1 o'clock. Yeah.
You can come up from a club at 3-4 o'clock in the morning and be like going, where the fuck is everybody going?
Everybody going. You like, ain't this many people going to church this early? Goodness gracious, why is this traffic like this? You like, how you gonna have a traffic jam after the club before church?
And it ain't even an accident. It's just the traffic.
Right, ain't no accidents.
No accidents.
Oh, that's funny,
man.
That's so funny. Y'all follow Reg, right? Y'all follow Reggie Martin, man. Check him out, man.
Hey, Coach, make sure we connect, man.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely connect after, man. I would love to have you on our show, man, because what you guys were saying about the life-changing event of relocating or at least traveling, man. Marvel came out with the episodes of What If on Disney Channel, and a lot of times I sit back, man. Every once in a while I ponder and I say, man, what if I would have stayed in the States? what my life would have been like, what I would have lost out on, all the connections of people that I would have met, the languages and the cultures and the experiences and the, you know, the stuff that people in the States just watch on National Geographic. I actually have been there or seen or experienced. I get a chance to see the night skies and see billions of stars. And, you know, I sit back and say, man, Dre, boy, I'm so glad that you took a gamble on yourself. You know, and when hearing you guys speak, I often on our channel often say, man, there are superpowers that you have that you only tap into once you leave the United States, because there's so much to lean on in the States. You got your salary or your wages to lean on. Up, you lost your job. You got unemployment to lean on. Up, you're a female. You got child support. You got WIC. You got section. It's always something to lean on. You don't have to tap into your superpowers. But once you leave the United States, it's like all of a sudden your spidey senses tingle and you're focusing more on solutions than crying about the problem. In the United States, you spend more time crying about the problem, but then when you leave, all of a sudden these solution skills just kick in. And you're like, man, I could create that. I could be a part of that. Or I could go do this. You just all of a sudden start, and life becomes like the Matrix in slow motion. You become the Neo now. And I'm so appreciative, so grateful for these, you know, I've been out of the country, out of the United States for 5 years, and I'm telling you, there is no salary, no wage. They probably could get me back for 6 months, like under contract, like, okay, we're gonna give you 500,000. I said, but anything less than that, I can't do it. I can't stomach the United States. I went back. I kid you not, you guys are better than me. I went back within my 5 years, I went back. I told myself I'm gonna do a week. I ain't last 3 days. And the only reason I lasted that third day is because I thought I had to have a COVID exam to leave, and I didn't. Oh man, once I found out, I was on the phone with my wife, and I was like, "Oh, I ain't gotta have a test." I was gone. I've been gone in 2 days. I couldn't do it and I like what my brother said. He said, because there are generations in my family I don't know now. I don't know my kids, and they're 17 now. They're 18 now. I kind of try to relate. My friends, my good partners, successful brothers, they've moved on. I remember I had one partner, man, he started doing heated air conditioning. He had just graduated. Now, years later, this dude got a fleet of trucks and warehouses and built 3 houses throughout throughout Indiana. So life goes on without you. And every time I go back to the States, I feel more like Casper the Friendly Ghost than a part of the United States. And the other thing is, I feel more like a U.S. citizen, an American outside of the United States than I ever did when I was United States.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, man? I was very I guess I was very blessed, man, to be at some point. You gotta sit back and give yourself a pat on your own back and not wait on other people to give it to you. Sure. And I was blessed, man, that be mature enough to be 21 years old.
Wow.
And coach, you would understand this. Leaving college in Minnesota and coming to a job working at the steel mill that they were starting people off at 80,000 a year. So yep. Now, especially in GI. Now I had, when I said the maturity kicked in, all my friends balled and they working in the steel mill, they getting their, the Explorer trucks, all that stuff that was in at that time. And I said, no, if I take this job, I'm gonna get trapped. The bills gonna come in, I'm gonna buy this car, I'm gonna buy a house, and I'm gonna get trapped. I'm gonna go and take this job at Club Med that ain't paying nowhere near 80,000 a year. Right? So I had to walk by faith and not by sight.
Amen.
Not knowing. And if you would have told me the last time when I graduated from high school, that was going to be the last time I'm actually going to be staying at home permanently, I probably had never left, being here right now, be here where I'm at right now.
You've been scared to death.
I'd have been scared to death. Not alone telling me I'm gonna be living in China.
Right.
So I rolled the dice. I walked by faith and not by sight, and took that leap, man. And I made it work, man. And now I had made. I don't judge money for for success, but I have did well for myself, over the years.
Right.
And made way more than what I would have if I would have stayed working at Ill and Still, which all my friends success, I come home, they all talk about, man, you successful. I think the garbage man is successful, man. If you bring it home a check, the garbage man in Chicago, and as you know, Coach, he makes. We can see a guy going into the working downtown Chicago, downtown LA, and he got a suit on, and he goes in the building. We say, oh, he's successful, and this man making $60,000 a year, and we call him successful because he got an office downtown Chicago. But then in East Chicago, you had the garbage man making almost $100,000 a year, right? With overtime and holidays.
Easy.
How is that man is not successful too?
Yeah. And you know what? And that's what. Shout out to and rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. That's what he was trying to get women to understand. Don't let this suit fool you. It's these brothers out here that are the trash man and the red collar dudes and the dudes that I kid you not. I always say part of my job is to make enough money so the blue collar brothers could take care of what they need to take care of for me. In other words, I need a plumber. I made enough money to pay for a plumber. The trash dudes, the mechanics. I ain't about to get up under there all the time. I can get up under there. I could I could drop a.
I had this conversation yesterday, dude.
But to have my job is to make enough money so these brothers who are the best of the best at dropping transmissions can go ahead and do that for me. Those are the type of things that. That's what Kevin was trying to get women to realize. Don't sit back and go for these just what you think is a successful brother, which is the brother with the suit on or the brother with the yacht. A lot of brothers are making good money as landscapers. Them dudes start with one lawnmower and you see them 4 years later and they got a whole team of people with all this landscaping equipment and they cracking all the 250,000, 300,000, 500,000 a year just doing yards in the neighborhoods.
But
I know they were killing me.
I like what you said. I'm going to give you another example on that. You got a brother living in LA or New York, they making $500,000 a year, right? But the expense of living is off the chart, right? But you got a brother living in East Chicago or Gary that's making $150,000 a year. But his house and stuff, his lifestyle is better than the person who's making $500,000 in LA and New York. So it has nothing to do with money. It has everything to do how you can manage and everywhere where you live. It might be cheaper somewhere. So 150,000 can take you a lot farther and save more money and give you a better lifestyle than somebody that's actually making $500,000 that's living in LA, that's living in a little box, or in New York that's living in a box. So how can we not say that person that's making 150,000 not just as successful?
Facts.
Is that making sense? What I'm saying?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
So
I use that same concept here. I came here just like you. I gambled on myself. I wasn't making as much when I first left the United States as I was before. Now I make almost 4 times as much a year compared to just sitting in my cubicle in the United States. And I imagine, like, man, I was a dude with the suit and looking good, and all the ladies was like, oh man, he's successful, and I'm bringing in my 70, 75 a year, and I'm thinking I'm doing a little something. I got my house in the suburbs paid off, and I got the big trucks and my convertible car, and I'm thinking I'm doing something, but I knew something was missing, and so I took the gamble to fall back, make less. When I left the United States, and it was like a boomerang. It went like Thor's hammer. It ricocheted, and life has been far better with less cost of living in comparison to the United States. The money that I make now, it would have been with inflation in the United States and the way that they're changing some of the tax laws and the rules in the United States. My money that I even make now would have been consumed rapido. And so now I could use that money because the cost of living is not as stringent here. and the dollar is even stronger, getting stronger around the world. Right now, this week, the dollar, for the first time in 20 years, became equivalent to the euro. And so now, because the dollar is strong, and it's equivalent to the euro, that allows me to take monies and put it into other investments. And then not even investments. Let's not even just talk about the money like you guys started off with, you brother, in regards to the networking and the connections and the people that you meet and the opportunities that build over time. So even if we don't even talk about the economics of what you've accomplished, the networking of what all us gentlemen on this panel and beyond have accomplished, that within itself is just our Rolodex. In other words, let's go over school. Our Rolodex, man. People would pay to get our Rolodex.
Wait, stop, Reg. This is why I call him the coach. You see what I'm saying? He has 100,000 subscribers on his channel, mostly money. I call him the coach because this is why he gets right in and knows how to relate. Y'all definitely need to hook up.
Right, but you know what? We do, because I always say my net worth is my net worth. My network is my net worth, right? Yeah. So I take influence being and having a huge power influence over things than I do choose of money.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm that dude. I'm the opposite. I want to do a book on how to live a billionaire's lifestyle without being a billionaire. Right. I'm on private planes and not paying $1 for it. It's because of my network of people, my relationship with people, right? I go stay in a hotel. I'm staying in the suite, man. I ain't paying nothing for it, right? So for me, it's all about also not doing this without having to spend a dime, right? So Floyd likes to show people that, not saying it's wrong, man, I own my own plane. Okay, I'm on a private plane too, and I didn't spend $1 on it. So I'm like, we both successful there.
We both flying. We both flying
we both successful.
That is fucking hilarious. Oh, let me read these off real quick. James said, "I know I'm working. Thank you. Please share the best airline out of LA to fly to Thailand. I researched EVA Airlines. Any thoughts?" Go to crazyandfearlesstravel.com. That's the site that we use for that. You can also go to Kayak and Agoda and just find. What I do is it's not so much the cheapest flight for me as it is the waiting time. I don't want to go 3 different airports and up and down and then a long wait. I'd rather just spend the extra $100 or $200 and get something with a quick wait. Coming from LA, I did United by way of Japan Airlines. United, you stay in Japan for an hour and then you go to Thailand. It's 10 hours to Japan from LA, 6 hours from Thailand. Okay. But you have to but you have to be vaccinated or at least have a COVID test in Japan. They're still testing there. They're not playing in Japan. So they're not giving up no action. Can't do that. I'm American. My boy, you know what happened to Big Boss? He tried that and it didn't work. Didn't work out for him. He had to go buy a whole new ticket, and it cost him $1,000 extra to fly one way. It's just a pain in the ass, man. So just make sure you check whatever country you're going into, because there are no direct flights from LA to Thailand that I know of at this point. So giving that up. Let me get to my super chat. E.T., thanks, OGs, for living an example for us. I've been traveling Latin America and the Caribbean for a few years, but I'm ready to explore Asia. Where should I start for a single black male experienced traveler, 30 from D.C.? Reg, you want to take that or you want me to take that? I see you, Baz and King of Dreams and Corinne back there, but I get this. Reg, you want to answer that?
You know what? I'm going to give it to you because we share the same thing. I told you about the video I saw with you. I agree with both things you said.
Right. He saw Thailand versus the Philippines. Okay, all right. I'm gonna give it to you. So Otis, to start in Asia, I mean, you're the perfect age, man. If you're 30 years old, man, I wish I was 30.
Man.
When I was 30, when I knew about this, I would have never got married. Probably wouldn't have had kids. I don't know if I would have regretted that.
Well, bro, me.
Right.
I came here at 20. I was overseas 22.
There
so
you go.
You no kids, never been married.
That's exactly what happened. You been a whole nother. The whole everything changes. Your whole life trajectory changes when you go out of the country. But let me tell you something, man. Thailand is a far travel, but don't get me wrong, man. That's the worst part about Thailand is the flight. It's a long ass flight. Yeah. But my boy Cookie said he's kind of helping me with one of my projects, and he said, you know, yeah, it might be 20 hours. He goes, but you ask somebody, would you waste? I mean, would you? What he said? He said, would you spend 20 hours to get to paradise? I'm like, yeah. He goes, well, don't worry about that, because once you get here, you're in paradise. So, so other than that, if I were you, I recommend Thailand just because I know you're gonna get the most for your money all the way around, all the way across the board. You're gonna get everything you want and then some, but you're gonna set a bar for yourself, because just like all Black people are different, all Asian people are different. Like China got a totally different get down than Japan. Japan got a totally different get down than Thailand. Thailand got a different get down than Korea. So it's all about what you like and what you want. Because Reggie has been in China for 20 years. I don't know any Black man on the internet that can tell me they've been living in China for 20 years and doing it on the level he's doing it on. So, you know,
that's actually how I got over there. I had my cousin who's he's a PhD in psychology and started teaching English. That was a big thing for Americans to go over there to teach English. And
They're still doing that. They're still doing it. But
he was over there. He was over there 25 years, and he met somebody like you, Reg, that was running all the Black clubs over there and was bringing in DJs. So I got connected with him, but he was over there 25 years.
Oh, you know what, bro? I know that brother. He's back. He's in Miami now.
Okay.
That brother that was bringing in the DJs. I know exactly what you're talking about. Good
I'd
brother.
have to look at my notes to remember his name.
He had left Beijing and moved to Taiwan, and now he moved to Miami.
Yeah, it was a pipeline, and Black culture was for sale, and I was like, let me get mine, and but they love me over there. They love my Black ass over there.
Oh yeah.
As they should. The resident badass says Zoom to Thailand Live about how much could be saved up for 1 week visit to Bangkok. I tell people this all the time when I do my private consultations. You know, 1 week is not enough. You're just going to cheat yourself. You're going to be kicking yourself because right when it starts to really get good to you, you catch your stride, you're going to have to leave. So a minimum of 10 days I recommend. And if you do come to Thailand, you don't want to stay in just Bangkok. Bangkok is your main hub. So you want to be in Bangkok maybe 2 days, 3 days. Then you want to go off to like Pattaya where I'm at, or you want to go to Phuket. You want to see where the action is. So you don't want to stay in one city, man. You don't fly this far just to stay in one city. You want to move around. If you can, you want to hop over to the Philippines or Vietnam or Cambodia. My thing is when I travel, I'm already over here. So I don't have to spend 20 hours. What's 3 more hours for me to go to somewhere else? You know what I mean? I was really on my way to Hong Kong. I'm glad I know Reg, but that's what I was trying to do before all the drama jumped off. I was trying to hit everywhere, Singapore, everything. So I know what works best for me, what I like.
The budget for each day, what would you suggest for, you know, is it $150 a day or is it $80 a day?
You know what? That's what I would want to say to old boy, the 30-year-old guy. I definitely would. I would have to see what he's looking for before I could tell him.
Correct.
How many days, you know, I definitely need exactly what he's trying to accomplish. Because when you say budget now, Dave, what do you know, is levels to this now. If you come in just to have a good time with, you know what I mean? In some of the spots, you know, and you're gonna be hitting that joint like I know some people hitting that joint all day or keeping the peace with them or whatever. You know what I mean? It's gonna it adds up. It adds up. So I definitely, if you coming just for food or just coming to see the temples and stuff, that's a whole nother different, you know, price.
But even with that being said, you still got to move around. You know what I mean? You get like, even if you came for whatever it is that you're coming for, you don't come this far to just sit in one area.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? If I'm coming from China to America for the first time, I'm not just gonna sit in Kansas. You know what I mean? I want to go to Vegas. I want to go to LA. I want to go to New York. I want to go as many places as my wallet will take me. Versus me just staying in one place getting one opinion. So that was just, you know, that's my little 2 cents.
No, yeah, I got I got
yeah.
You
how
know,
much should be saved up?
I hate airplanes, man. So I'm that one person that I'm finna go one place.
I know the
And
feeling, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. I want to go up and down.
up.
Yeah,
I'm finna post up, bro. Because
well, you have done that. You have posted up.
Yeah, he's the king of the post up.
Bro. Yeah.
Well, no, you know what, man? I was in Bali. I thought I was gonna never leave Bali. I said, yeah, you know what? This is where it's gonna be. I'm gonna be. Everything gets laid out, and then the terrorist attack happened. I was there during the terrorist attack, so all the Americans that was there, we was told to leave because they thought it was against us when they blew up the nightclubs, right? Yeah. And that's when I had came to Macau from that transition there. But living in Macau, as I got older, I understood, man, things is going to happen, man. Intentionally, your body, I had messed around and got Bali belly, man. Bali doesn't have the best hospitals, bro. So as you get older and stuff, you want to pick somewhere to live where if something happens, you have an emergency situation as far as your health. You need to be somewhere, man, where you're gonna have the best situation laid out for you in hospitals and stuff. And Thailand is one of the best in the world for that. So at first I would always pick Bali, like I told you before, before Thailand. But as I got older, now I have to change to Thailand because if something happened, man, I need to make sure I'm gonna be well taken care of and not have to get on the plane and try to fly 4 hours to Singapore. You know what I'm saying? For treatment, man. So it comes a lot to it, man, when somebody really wanna, explore living somewhere, and definitely depends on how old you are, because I give you game on you got to look out for Medicare, you got to do this, and who's gonna have the best situation for you.
Facts.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Dre.
I've never been to Pattaya, by the way.
To who?
Pattaya.
Oh, Pattaya. You never been to Pattaya? Oh, see?
No, because I just heard it was it. What I heard about it didn't fit what I was looking for.
It fits exactly what I was looking for.
No, that's what I'm saying. I get it. I got some homeboys that love going there.
Right.
Yeah.
I love how y'all talking in code and shit. They say, if you trying to take the party here, or you trying to take the motherfucking party here.
But it does depend on what the person is looking for, and that's why I even during consultations I ask the person basically when they say, well, how much would it cost to be in South America, Brazil, Colombia? It depends on the individual, because if a person is coming down here if they're coming down here basically for their to party, okay, how you gonna party? And if you've ever been, the other thing is if you've ever been there before, because some dudes they get so caught up in the let's put it like pay for play or the P for peep aspects of it that they blow their budget like that in 3 days.
Right.
And so now
consultation before, Dre. We got to stop them out of that. Dre is one of the best at consultations, man. I pump up my consultation, but y'all better talk to Coach Dre. You want to do a consultation, a real dude. Dre will talk to you like a friend. You're gonna get all your money's worth, man. Make sure you check with you. I know Gail gonna drop.
You talk about everything from if you're gonna come to Colombia, open up bank accounts. I got dudes that have come down there and they found out about, Dre, I see you got your veneers. What do I need to do? I mean, some dudes have come down here with yuck mouth and left looking like movie stars.
New money, huh? New money.
Dude, I'm talking about if you want to lose 10 years, if you're an older dude and you in your 40s and you trying to lose 10 years, go ahead, get some veneers. I dare you. And you would drop those 10 years so fast because now you're more photogenic, you're more photogenic, and people notice that when you find yourself not using that black man frown in photos, and all of a sudden you like, you got the best smile on every photo. And then when the other thing about having veneers is when you are chocolate brother and those white teeth glisten off of that chocolate tan, man, women love seeing chocolate brothers with nice teeth.
Go, Jake.
Soul glow, brother. So
give him a veneer shot. Give him a veneer shot. Oh, hey! Look at he's smiling like a little kid. He's smiling like a little kid. Hey, I'm not mad at him.
Zoom in like that, Rich.
Yeah, we got to get a veneer shot up in this joint.
So my point is with that is even in your budget, I suggest guys put a certain amount of money in for some medical needs that you might come across in some of these countries that you may not have been able to afford in the States. And you like, how much is to get that exam here? You like, oh, let me go ahead and get that exam. So me personally, I would say put an extra maybe $500 to the side for if you want to get your teeth done while you're overseas, and you're like, you know what, it would have cost me $15,000 for these exact same teeth that cost me $500 in another country. Or teeth cleaning, or you want to get an MRI, or it's something going on. I know one dude came down here to Colombia. It would have cost him $12,000 for his little. He had a small little bit of cancer. It wasn't nothing major. He said, I paid $1,200 cash, and I didn't lose that $12,000 copay that I would have paid in the United States for the exact same surgery. So some of you guys got some things going on with your body in the States that you can't afford to take care of. It's all right, I got you. You got bills to pay. You got shorties to take care of. So when you go to these other countries, you might want to put a little bit of money to the side. That's not just the party money, but money put to the side just in case you run across some of these guys on the panel that can say, hey, bro, I heard you talk about that. You got this going on, man. I got a chiropractor that can crack your back for less than blah, blah. What? Yeah, you get the massage, the back broke, your back cracked, and you can get the mud bath for $15. $15, come on, let's go. You go back home, you got a new stance, you got your skin clean because you done got the mud bath, you done got you feeling all loose because you done got the full deep tissue massage for $15. So you want to also take that in consideration when it comes to your budget. And I always tell dudes, don't just think about the party side of your experience, but also think about there are some medical sides that you can take care of while you're outside the United States as well.
Absolutely. What I do with my consultation, I walk them through their trip from beginning to end based on their budget. That's how we do it.
True.
I let them know what's realistic and what's not and walk them through. But real quick, I gotta take a quick commercial break to find out, man, who is this To Catch a Predator looking dude over here? Hey, King of Dreams, you look like To Catch a Predator. Right here.
What's going on? You the darkest one here. You know better. What are you doing? You know better.
Witness protection.
You look like Chris.
Witness protection.
Where you hiding from?
King, you look like witness protection, bro.
Yeah, he look like right there.
Man, I'm trying to adjust my lighting. I'm trying to adjust my lighting.
Man.
You look like the mob about to get you or something.
Thank you for real. I know a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy.
Right.
I thought it was from Gary, Indiana. I said,
them GI boys. GI boys at it again. Gary boys at it again.
Hey, bro, give me a minute to try to adjust my lighting, man. Give me a minute.
I got to take a commercial break. Well, while we waiting on him, we're gonna bring the lady up. We're gonna bring the lady up, the Puerto Rican Boricua in the house, the fat booty Boricua in the house. Let's say what's up to Corinne, you guys.
All right, there we go. There we go.
Hola.
There we
go. What's going on, Corinne? How you doing?
How y'all doing?
We're doing great. We are great.
We
I'm all filled
celebrate.
up finally.
What you got going on? You in the weed spot? You in the weed spot right now?
Yeah, I'm at the vape shop. Not the weed spot, the vape shop.
Oh, the vape shop. That's right. It's a vape shop. It's a vape shop.
We can't sell weed in here.
That's right, because it's a vape shop. I get it. I see what's up. Marcus Love say, the Naughty American Express say salute to the Zoom tribe. What up, Marcus? How you doing, brother? So, Corinne, what you got going on, man? What's going on with you? You're the only estrogen up in here, so we are looking at you. You giving us cleavage today? What you giving us today?
A little cleavage.
Oh, baby girl. Get a little shimmy. You
know what I'm saying? Enjoying life.
Yeah, man.
Gotta sell them cigarettes. You know what I mean? You gotta sell them cigarettes.
Damn, that's how you do it. You sell them the cancer stick by showing the breasts. That's how you do it. Is that the trade on? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Just we're pumping up those videos, and we're gonna get stuff up and running. Gonna kind of figuring out the formula, right?
Did you say hi to Baz, who made the Da Vinci Code theme song?
Baz, man.
Baz is the best.
Baz is the I'm gonna tell you something, Reg. Baz is my secret weapon. He's, I call Dre coach, but I call Baz Marshawn Lynch. He's my Marshawn Lynch. He's gonna get you them yards. He's gonna get you the touchdown. He's gonna get it there.
He ain't gonna do no interviews, though. He ain't gonna do no interviews.
Yo, that theme song was fire. It was absolute fire. I was just like, what? Yeah, I was head over heels for it. It was amazing.
Yeah, we doing it. We doing the thing. So the Catch a Predator came out of hiding. What's up?
There we go. There we go. Kings and Dreams.
No, you didn't just call him to catch a predator.
Yeah, King of James.
Kings and Dreams is back in the building.
Live from Gary, Indiana.
Yeah,
for real. Field Town.
So where were you the evening of May 14th?
Yeah. That's what it looked like, too. That's what he looked like for real. Hey, you see. Hey, Dre, what'd you talk about here, Dre? When you said he had to get it out?
Dre, what was it? Let's see. Wow, he had to get that. Out. The other brother, when my man was speaking, and then he just interrupted this conversation. Like, damn, what he was saying.
You talking about Dave?
Yeah, damn what he was saying. I got to get this story off my chest.
Reggie, right in the middle of a sentence.
What happened?
I got it. This was earlier during the live stream.
Yeah.
30, 40 minutes ago.
Yeah,
that goes to show you how far behind Richie is on the chat.
Yeah. Here we go. See, Micah say from Chicago North. You see what I'm saying? I know about the north side, the south side, the west side.
And you lost all your credit, brother. You lost all your credit.
I can't believe he ain't know about EC.
Look at this, man. Somebody just wrote Hammond area is East Chicago. I don't.
Hammond, shout out to Hammond right there.
He got a question mark.
Right, yep, right there.
Hammond right there. Hammond right next door.
Hey, there's an East St. Louis in Illinois. Don't ask me why. Yeah, okay.
Right, it's the same. Right.
Yeah, it is. You're right. It is the EC in Illinois.
Y'all know all this. Let me see what the late Patrice O'Neal says. There's 3 categories of women beautiful. Okay. Patrice O'Neal says, Pharaoh said, Patrice O'Neal says there's 3 categories of women: beautiful, okay, ugly. 1 to 10 is ugly. Women 11 to 20 is okay. And looking for women 21 to 30 is beautiful. Instead, 1 to 10, it's 130. Damn. Feeney, you got to break that down for me. That was a little over my head.
Right.
Did y'all catch that?
Mine too, bro.
Yeah, I did know Patrice O'Neal had his own chart for women, and it wasn't like the regular 1 to 10. His was different. He's right.
11 to 20 is okay. Looking for women.
Patrice told me he goes, bitch, you lucky, you pretty. It's the only way. He's like, you better be funnier. If you want to be funny, you got the looks, but you got to be funnier because the pretty's only gonna take you so far. I'm like, you're right. God damn it, you're right.
Your fat booty only gonna take you so far. She got a fatty too, but she don't like black men because she know they easy to get. She know black men like her. She like the white boy so she can dominate.
It's not that I don't like black men. That's false because I've slept with plenty of black men. It's not that. It's relationship wise we don't work because I'm too much of a controlling bitch.
Damn.
So not to mention. I date white men because I like to steal their power. You know what I mean? Like they got all the power, so they're gonna give it to me because they ain't never had Puerto Rican pussy before.
Damn. Let's see what hey.
Ovio.
Look, you ask any black guy from the East Coast if he's ever been with a Puerto Rican. Chances are 9 out of 10 times, yes, he's been with the Hispanic, a Puerto Rican, Dominican. They know what it is to be with Latinas because black and Latinas usually go together. You ask a white guy if he's ever been with a Puerto Rican, like, what? Oh no, they don't even look at me. They're afraid of me. They think I'm gonna make them work for me. You know. So.
No, that's true. I'm being from Brooklyn, New York. mostly dated Puerto Rican and Dominican women, so she's right.
It's true. And like, here's another little theory that I've kind of come up with, and a lot of men have agreed with me. The only thing that will make a man bend a knee is a woman, right? It's the only thing that can make a man go bow down and be like, okay, yes. Most men are very strong and they're very forthcoming and straightforward. So the only thing that will break a man's concentration is a woman. So if you look at it in the sense of, you know, the power, right? Who's above a white man as far as in our country, society-wise? There's no one above a white man. So the only thing that's going to take down a white guy is a woman. And it's not usually a white woman because white women are meek. So that's why white men like to date strong women, because it's the only thing that'll take them down, or it's the only thing that they'll listen to. They're not going to listen to a black man. They're not going to listen to a white woman, but they will listen to a black woman. They will listen to a Spanish woman. Those are the only women that put white men in their place. I mean, look at Kamala Harris. Look at what's her name? What's that actress? Damn it, Viola Davis.
Viola Davis.
Like if you think about a lot of the powerful women that are in Hollywood or in politics or in any kind of, they mostly date white men because white men can open the door for them and then they can lead, you know, they can lead through. So it's sort of, it makes a lot of sense as far as dynamics go. You know, you can steal a white man's power and use his white privilege for your own benefit. And it goes both ways with black men who date white women. It's the same kind of thing. Like right now, I don't know if you guys know this, but Bill Gates' daughter is dating a black man.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that on Instagram. There's a picture of his daughter with the black guy, and
I mean, we were coming for reparations one way or another, and now we got it. Okay, you know what
I mean? Damn. See, that's why I got my passport. I don't miss none of that. I ain't gonna even lie. I don't miss none of that dance y'all got to do in the United States. I don't miss none of that dance, that up and down twistlers, and with a passport, you ain't got to go through none of that. Those headaches and you ain't got to go through none of that's U.S. issues. Yeah, I have fun with that. True. She just reminded me of, even though everything she said was absolutely correct, it just reminded me, that's why you got your passport, Drew.
Hey, Coach, I don't even know what to say to a female when I go home. Hello?
You might catch a case.
I know what to say. The only thing a female can point me to is the airport. Baby, you look so good. Could you point me to the nearest airport? Can you point me to that's all a woman in the United States can do for me. Can you point me to an airport? That's it. Don't ask me for no money. No, you can't get no sex, no nothing. I ain't touching none of them, not a one. No, there's nothing about a woman in this. Y'all beautiful. I love my sisters. I love women from all different cultures and backgrounds. I love you all. But as far as crossing the border, and for me, love crossing borders is finding life outside the United States. So for me to go back to the States and all the rigmarole and the dance and the what she just described, that has to be a part of what's the makeup of the United States. She didn't say anything that's false. It's part of the dance of relationships in the United States. I'm not part of that dance no more. I'm off the dance floor. I'm a wallflower now when it comes to the United States. No, point me, baby. Ooh, you're so fine. What's your name? Kimberly. Hey, Kimberly, can you do me a favor? What? Could you point me to the nearest airport? I know y'all got 2 in this city. Which one is the closest in this city? If you got 3 in this city, which one is the closest in this city? That's all a woman in the United States could do for me. Point to an airport. That's it.
That's real. I wish you did it last week, Trey. You could have talked about that because they trying to bring us back. They trying to steal us back.
If I was single, I might date. The closest thing I might date is an airline stewardess because I know she gonna be leaving the country. That's the closest thing you will ever see me dating in the United States. Airline stewardess.
Quick chime in. To what Karim was saying, quick chime in. I got it. You know, I can't let that go.
Get her back.
I think that's a false sense of power. You know what I'm saying? Like the white man thing. I think real power comes from the ability to be able to reproduce yourself. The ability to be able to to create a situation where your lineage and your history continues. That's where real power comes from. But I understand money is money. I understand that. But I know that we are loved and we are accepted all across the board, everywhere in the world, because they follow our lead. They listen to our music. They listen to us. You know what I'm saying? We stamp what's hot, what's not. So that's a false sense of power in terms of the ability to get this capital and to be able to control things. But you see right now, America's falling, hence brothers are leaving and going other places. So the power is going to go to other places. It won't be here. So that white man you got, he ain't going to have that ability to have that power you think he going to have. He going to have to follow the individuals who have the ability to create the power, because that's a false sense of power. That's just my little chime in.
Okay. I understand what you're saying with the lineage and stuff, but not all women can have children. So not all women can reproduce, whether it's with, regardless of who she's with, not all women can reproduce. Not all women have the end goal of having children. So like, for example, I'm one of those, I can't have children. I've lost 7. I can't have them. So even if I wanted them, I couldn't have them. That's how my mother died giving birth to her last child. So when I say about power, I don't necessarily mean power like, for example, like my guy doesn't necessarily have the means to open doors and whatnot for me. I don't mean power in that sense. Power in the sense of support, backup, not feeling threatened, things like that. That's what I mean more so. Like a lot of men have an issue if they're dating a woman who makes more money than them, or or a woman who has more experience than them in one avenue or another. Jealousy comes up a lot of times. And that goes across the board with all men, not just a specific group of men. Black men, Spanish men, white men, they all take issue or have a problem if their woman makes more than them or doesn't meet their expectations or things like that. You know what I mean? Expectations.
Well,
we don't. Black men don't.
Hold on.
Let me
just say this really quick.
Black men don't. That's why you got movies and Ray-Rays everywhere.
Hold on. Let me say this really quick.
Go ahead.
It's not necessarily about the salary. It's about the persona behind the salary. So typically, women who earn more than men, usually they have that masculine energy, and that is what turns men off. So it's not necessarily about the salary, it's about the persona behind the salary. I just wanted to say that really quick. My fault. Go ahead, Bass.
No, I agree with you.
Yeah. And furthermore, in terms of like black men, like the situation we're in as far as the United States, you got the Pookies and Ray-Rays, they don't mind laying up on sisters. They don't mind doing what they doing. They do it we do it every day, all day. We know that women run it. Big Mama been running it, Grandma been running it. That's just the nature and the decline of masculine power. So masculine power, masculinity is your power, but they're trying to snatch that. Now you talking about this white man understand that. That's why you see a lot of situations in America where they're trying to snatch away. Okay, we're gonna feminize them. We're gonna treat them this way. We're gonna implement this. Don't want to go too deep, but I'm just saying, so they understand where the power lies. The power lies in the penis. That's where the power lies. If you study the ISIS paper, they'll tell you. That's why a lot of women are running this way. They're not running the way you running, but they running this way because they know at home, when it's time to go, the bedroom, when it's time to really perform and to help that woman reach the ability she want to reach and the pleasure she want to get, she going outside of her husband. She going outside of their race in terms of, but yeah.
I mean, it's all subjective too. You know what I mean? True. Personal preference, what you're willing to deal with, what you're not willing to put up with. For me, it's like I am a very loud woman, you know what I mean? And I do have very opinionated kind of views or whatnot, but it's all based off of my personal experience. You know what I mean? Like I'm a comic, I'm an actor, I'm a writer, I'm an artistic person, I'm a creative, I don't like being put in a box. I don't like being told what to do, this or that, like things that I don't agree with. Like when I hear girls say, oh, my man doesn't let me do that. What do you mean your man doesn't let you do that? Who the fuck is your man telling you what you can or can't do? I don't subscribe to
She's
like
breaking
that.
up happy homes. Get her. She's breaking up happy homes.
That's the Da Vinci Code
Breaking up
coming
happy
out.
homes.
But that's not to say that there are not submissive women out there. There are submissive women. I'm just not one of them. I can teach women how to be submissive if that's what they want to be.
What?
Yeah,
You're gonna teach them something that you said that you don't want to be. I don't want to be in the NBA, so you're gonna teach them NFL.
Hey, just because you don't do it doesn't mean that you don't know how to do it well. I can play submissive really well. I don't necessarily like it, but I can play it. If it's gonna get the means that I want, I can be submissive all day. Trust me, I'm an actress. I know how to
there
act.
you go.
So
Hey, let me give them my super chats, man. Corinne, hey, this is why Corinne gonna get her own show because she just hijacked the whole shit.
Yeah, I can
even
see
Reg just shut up. Reg just sitting back eating popcorn now. He just watching the show. Harold Jackson said,
I know, right? Like, let's go get some Chinese food real quick.
Yeah, he needs some Chinese food. He needs some Chinese food. Hey, he said, Harold Jackson said, wait, Corinne, let me get this off. Shout out to the panel. Good panel last until the masked man showed up, but still all good. Salute to you, Richie Mac. Salute to you, Harold Jackson. Now, Dre, we got to talk about this now because Dre had me thinking I was rich. He's in Colombia. Dre shot me out 10,000 Colombian pesos. Am I rich, Dre?
No, that's like $2.50, bro.
Yeah, that's like $3. Well, yeah,
$2.50. Get to the shout out.
Probably would have been $3 last week. That was
get to the shout out. Get to the shout out. That shout out been up there a long time. That shout out been up there for about an hour and a half.
Oh, Dre, you got to read the shout out. Come on, man.
Yeah, shout out to EC, Gary, Merrillville, and I should have put Hammond. Hammond, all of it in the same area. The same area of right on the outskirts of Illinois. I mean, if
it's called Chicagoland area,
my thumb would be EC.
Yeah.
That's how close it all is. All one. It just so happened to be over the border and bleeds off into.
And you know what?
Into Indiana.
Hispanics dominate East Chicago.
Oh yeah.
Latin Kings in the building. Cabrini Greens. What y'all know about Cabrini Greens?
Cabrini Greens.
Oh, yeah.
That's the west side.
That's the problem. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That's the problem with East Chicago right now. They all got sent to East Chicago and Gary.
Yeah, they got him up out of there. They absolutely did.
Hey, Rich, I want to address real quick something a statement that you made earlier, and you said it real quick, but it's an important statement in regards to guys getting their passports and they're feeling some type of way about when it comes to passports and child support. Each state is important, guys, that if you're on child support and you think that you can't get your passport, each state laws is different when it comes to the amount of child support that you need to be under. In other words, there's a threshold. Every state, all 50 states have a threshold. For example, Indiana's threshold is $1,000. If you are $999 in the rear of child support, you can get your passport. But if you are 1,000 or 1,001 or above, you can't get your passport. So for those of you that you may be behind in your child support, call the friend of the court in your state and find out what the threshold is for some states. Is like Florida, it's $750. If you're under $750, you can get your passport. If you owe more than $750, you can't. So some of you guys are you like, well, I owe $2,000. The threshold in my state is $1,000. Let me go ahead and pay off, extra amount of child support so I can go ahead and get my passport. So those of you that actually think you cannot get your passport, you can. Those that are felons, if you are a felon and you think that you can't get your passport, you guys already heard my story. So 10 years in the feds, you already know I turned my life around completely. So the only way you cannot get your passport is if you've done something internationally. Yeah, that's gonna stop you from getting your passport. But if you just a dude that you was doing making your red money in the United States, you got caught up. As long as you don't have a prior case that's going on right now, you're not on probation, you're not on parole. literally the day you get off probation or parole, or your case is dismissed, or you've already done your time, you can literally file for your passport that day, and you'll get it approved just like anybody else. So those of you that got a number, and I got numbers like license plates. So I'm perfect example to let you guys know that you can get your passport if you have a felony background in most cases. There are some cases, like I said, if you've done some stuff internationally and you've done some money laundering internationally, then that might hold you up. But I find that, and from statistics I showed, 98% of the people that have a felon in their background, a felony in their background, are eligible for your passport. So you child support dudes, make sure that you check what the threshold is in your state before you erase yourself from getting a passport, thinking that just because you owe back child support, you can't get your passport. But if it's over the threshold, yes, like I said, $1,000 threshold in the state of Indiana, if you owe $1,000 and over, he's correct. You cannot get your passport until you get under that threshold.
Y'all hear that? He's spitting game. That's Coach Dre spitting game. Y'all pay attention. Pay attention. You're running out of excuses. See, listen, says for $20, fellas, let's respect the panel of Super Chat questions. Zoom to Thailand. Appreciate your work as always. Mr. Martin, what skills, traits, and how being proficient in Mandarin you believe led to your success in China? Appreciate it. That's a great question.
That's a good question.
That's for you, Reg.
You know what? I'm in the Guangdong province. So the Guangdong province is actually Gondwa, which is Cantonese. I never learned how to speak Mandarin, but I've been okay. You know, my phone speak every language I needed to speak.
There we go.
Business.
Thank God for a smartphone, so I don't let
Amen.
the language, stop me from doing what I have to do. Because having that phone, as a bonus, it shouldn't stop you when you have every language on that phone to help you communicate. So I won't let communication interfere for what I have to do. In every country I lived in, I didn't speak the language, and I've been very successful. Just getting by with the basics of the conversations.
So he wants to know what skills or traits are you proficient in? Like, what skills is what made you successful out there?
Relationship. I'm a relationship person, man. I built all of my success came off of my network of people and utilizing the people that I know to put me in position. And when they put me in position, make sure I had enough knowledge not to embarrass them and take it to another level. And not just me, I also brought other people along. Each one, I taught one, to bring it along. So it's more about relationships, man. I believe you put me in a room. I really don't like going into rooms where it's no value that's gonna, if it's no value in that room, I really don't need to be in that room. I can be, I could stay at home and hang out with the fellas and do what I had, if I just want to chit chat. But when I go out, I want to go somewhere where I, it's something that's going to be productive for me. And you never know who, you're going to meet that can put you in position to do some amazing things. And that's pretty much what I did.
Okay. You will. So, I mean, you got to be that is a skill within itself to be able to move and shake like that for 20 years.
I mean, a fact, man. I've been in rooms that I'm laughing at jokes I don't even understand, but I do the cue when to laugh and and play the game and get next to people. And I, like Kobe, I had a hit list. I would find out what people was going to be at some of the American Chambers events or whatever. That if Richard Branson is going to be there, I made a hit list that I got to get at Richard. He going to have to know who Reggie Martin is or Wolf Bliss or whatever. So, I wasn't playing no games, man. I knew you only got one shot. So when, and I had to take it.
Mm-hmm. And I think they know you're authentic because of who you are. You still got the American swag to you. You know what I mean? You ain't.
Yeah. I never, I never I never changed anything up, man. I kept it perfect. You know what, man? When I moved out of the United States, I understand I'm representing not just myself, but I'm representing all of our people.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
When I step out, right? So it's bigger than me. So I'm the first. Many times, as you guys, I'm the first black male that many of these people are gonna meet. So I need to make sure I show them the standard.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Right. And my, you know, not just my last name, but I'm representing every last one of you guys on this panel, man. You know, because I want them to see us, not what they see on TV.
Facts.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
it's a fact, man. I get tired when I used to come down the street. People like, oh, do you rap? Or do you do karate? No, well, I don't rap.
We're gonna play the stereotype game. All right, Bruce Lee. All right, Snoop Dogg.
You know what I mean?
Michael Jordan.
Sometimes you gotta educate people by throwing it back to them.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Instead of getting mad, you throw it back to them, and then they actually see, like, oh, yeah, I understand.
Right. That makes sense. Shout out to my YouTube wife, Luke Hazley. Everybody know Luke Hazley and Gail at Night are my YouTube wives. That's what we respect. Luke Hazley's actually married. This is all we respect my game, but Gail could get it. But anyway, shout out to Luke Hazley with the $5 super sticker. Gail, you get it. Luke Hazley in the building. And my man Stevie Jacko said, show some Thai women. That's the other channel. I'm gonna have it on the what's name. I might have to do a little break and give y'all a little something what y'all want to see sometime. You understand me? What else do we got? Let me get through these super chats, man, because I'm not gonna long stroke y'all tonight. Like lead attorney says, it's already 2 hours. I'm gonna give y'all about 15 more minutes. So I'm gonna jump down to the super chats and then come back up to the messages. Bruce Rain, I see you. Who flirted with Luke Hazley? Somebody flirted with Luke Hazley. She smiled. Somebody got her laughing. Jamone Preppin. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna come back to that. So
I'm gonna tell you guys something. I see you in the comments talking shit about me. It's all right. I'm unbothered, guys. Unbothered. Okay.
Yeah, don't let it bother you. I learned. You know,
right.
Courtney Michelle. I watched her. She's smooth as the other side of the pillow, man. When they talked about, but I know it's about women. Y'all said don't bother you, but y'all be reading them comment sections though. Y'all be reading them.
I mean, it's literally right there.
You can't help it.
I find it humorous. It's just.
Speaking of Courtney Michelle, here she is. There's my Courtney Michelle.
There we go, Courtney in the building.
Chat.
There you go.
Some handsome men on here.
There are some handsome men here.
Yes, and a handsome and a beautiful lady.
I'm handsome too. It's okay.
You do look kind of handsome though. You do.
I do.
Yeah, you do look. Yeah, you handsome in a female kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Which is beautiful.
So Courtney, I've been trying to make Courtney meet Dre. So Courtney had Coach Dre. Courtney, this is Coach Dre in the red.
Courtney.
Dre, tell Courtney what you know about her, man. So she know. I try to tell her.
I've been from day one when she was on Lapeef Let's Talk. Before it was Lapeef Network, I was following Courtney Michelle when she was just a part of the Facebook group, and then she came in with a fresh perspective, not just pandering to women's perspective, but she brought forth the truth about some changes that need to be made, not only in the Black community as far as relationships in the United States, but just in all communities as far as coming together. And then when they decided to, let's put it like this, she stood out so much that they realized that, hey, she needs her own channel, because she was the first one that men could relate to other than the men. Most of the people on the People Let's Talk, the ladies, the men in the audience couldn't relate to. And then Courtney came along and gave a fresh take to where men could be like, I got it. I see where you ladies are coming from. I understand. So they gave her her own show. And I love the for her first few episodes when she had her child's her daughter, I believe her daughter's father, on there, and kind of gave a synopsis of where she was at that time period in her life, what type of person that she is. A lot of people aren't bold enough to have their exes kind of give a on-air analysis of how a person was at one point in time and how they've grown. So I've been a Courtney fan from day one. And then, she got the cute gap in the middle of the teeth. You know, some women, it just looks so sexy on them that gap in their tooth. Not every woman can pull that off. Some women need to go to dentistry, go to the orthodontist because they got too many gaps. But with Courtney, it's like beautiful teeth, and then that gap is her signature. And so plus Courtney represents the HBCUs in such a way of letting men know and women know that listen, support these universities. You know, my when I was married in the States, my stepson went to Bethune-Cookman, so in Daytona, Florida. So I understand what it's like, how important it is to represent the black universities and black schools. So I love that. Plus, I own land in Tennessee, so Miss Tennessee all the way through. So I'll be like I said, she just represents. She just check all the boxes of somebody who I enjoy supporting and encourage and watching her work.
Now you see, Courtney, if you're still there, I told you how Dre is. That's the coach. He's gonna break it all the way down. Y'all got. I'm gonna make sure you make that connection, man. You definitely gotta meet with Courtney. She's real people. She good people. Courtney trying to draw me out of Thailand. She trying to bring me back.
You ain't leaving. You ain't leaving.
I'm there. Courtney got me thinking. I tell you that. So the resident badass, he trying to shoot his shot. That red lipstick suits you, miss. He trying to shoot his shot at Courtney. I see you. Courtney, she still give it back. Courtney badass. Thank you. You see what I'm saying? What's some red collar? He trying to get it in. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you shoot your shot, bro. Let me see what do we got any other super chats here? Barry Hamilton always supporting. Sent the 449 super sticker. Thank you, brother, for that. Appreciate you. Let me go down here. Are we in with the super chats? Because I'm gonna go back and read what y'all was saying, man. Because we got Tim Howard. Tim Howard in the building. Salute Richie Mack. Tim Howard, man. Tim Howard is always a supporting dude. He works on Baz's channel. That's a great guy. Yeah, Tim, man. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you, man. We got a great dude on here tonight. He's lent us his time. He's an hour ahead of me. So it is 2:15 here, so it's 3:15 there. So Reg, I'm not gonna keep you too much longer, brother. He's got a few more questions for you. So I finished the super chat. Michael Harper always supporting $5 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Let me see what we got here. Get my super chats done. Lee taught me that. Lee taught me you got to read the super chats. You got to read. I didn't get as many as lead attorney, but you know we did.
Damn, Courtney, you fine. She's gorgeous. Ooh.
Yeah, Courtney. Yeah, have you seen it? Have you seen her?
I just did. I just looked it up. I just looked at her profile and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Don't get it twisted. I go both ways.
I know you do.
I will take your girl, guys.
You're gonna try to shoot your shot. I know you will. I know you will.
Corinne, take both sides of the argument.
Right.
I know. Women are like, why do you think I'm dating a white guy? Because women are a pain in the ass.
Facts.
Bottom line.
Yeah.
And like, especially like what the guys have been talking about as far as Western women. Absolutely. It's just like what they call the modern woman. Like, I don't know. Women are just on a whole different level in 2022 than they were when I was dating them back in the day. Just, I don't get it. So, but.
It's a whole nother level, huh? It's a whole nother level. Well, Bruce Rain always got something to say. Bruce Rain say, huh? What? Bruce Rain's hilarious. He cracks me up, man. Bruce always got something to say. I'll give Courtney credit. Let me see. I read that already. Now TLA was disrespecting Nipsey. What? TLA was disrespecting Nipsey. How I thought he was working for the defense team. Damn, really? How you gonna not defend Nipsey? I don't know what that is. I don't know. I got to see that one for myself. Is she a Scorpio? You talking about Courtney or which C are you talking about? Which C are you talking about? Corinne or Courtney?
Corinne. I think you're talking about Corinne.
I'm a Leo.
Oh, she a Leo? Okay.
My birthday's at the end of the month.
You're at the end of the month? Oh, what you gonna do for your birthday?
I don't know. Maybe Vegas.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what's up. So, Reg, man, before I let you go, dude, these people are really like, they was digging. Yeah, man, last week's, Reg, I wish you could catch. I mean, you can still see if you want to go back, but last week's thing was really good. Courtney, she held her own. Oh, I love the show with Courtney watched earlier today. Yeah, man, because Courtney's kind of like a college version of you, Corinne. Like she understands men. She represents. She's not like as rough, edgy like, but but she understands the man's side, which is very rare for women. You know what I mean? Especially being, you know, a woman of her ilk. You know what I mean? So, and somebody says for you, Corinne, both women are gorgeous. Okay. Shooting your shot at Corinne. Okay. Yeah, Corinne. Yeah, Courtney started the thing. Still they ass back. Gail's right. Still they ass back.
I like that. I like that.
That's hilarious.
Courtney about to come to Thailand to do that.
That's
Courtney,
a good one.
Hey, wait, is Courtney in LA?
No, Courtney's look.
I think she's in Tennessee, right?
I think I would love to have a conversation with Courtney. I think her and I would, you know, I think we would, you know, vibe.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. That would be interesting. Gail say still, yeah, that's what it is. Still they ass back. But we had like all different flavors. We had one dude say, yeah, y'all going your ass over there. Y'all want to leave? Y'all leave. Y'all running away. I'm like, nigga, we are not running anywhere. Y'all got to change that. Saying we running because Dre, that's why I needed you there. You know what I mean? I needed the coach to jump in and say something bad. Baz, of course, sided with Courtney. Of course.
No. I did not. I didn't know it was. No. I was just telling my side in terms of the overall, you know, the overall feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been there, done that. So where y'all guys at, I did that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that it worked for you guys because, you know, you found a perfect match or you found a perfect situation that kind of like addressed your needs. Yeah. I didn't. I think I facilitated people to be in a position to get the hell away from where they were. So, you know what I'm saying? So me, you know, the return wasn't even like, I wasn't even thinking about returning or are they going to steal me back? I just got caught up in a situation where like you are now, you know, you hypnotized. Now you like, whoa, that Courtney kind of, okay. So that's the way I was. I was like, damn, it's been a while. She looking kind of thick. She looking kind of good right now. You know what I'm saying? Like
she know how to work her magic though.
Sisters, you can't underestimate sisters. Ain't nothing like a sister that got her, you know, got her shit together in terms of her physical and her mental. If she got her shit together, she got the beams on you, she hit you with them beams, there ain't nothing you can do about it, bro. You gonna be in a sunken place. You're gonna be like, damn. Ooh, yeah, okay, I can do this. I'm just saying. So,
did you see the energy, Baz, though? Did you see the energy? Am I tripping?
Yeah, I seen it. I see it.
No, she just playing, man. I think women just like a challenge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, she probably got a million things going on out there, man. Bless her heart. Bless her heart and her cat. Wherever she is, I don't know if she's still out there. Oh, wait, let me go back. The residential badass said I blew up his spot. He goes, not even. I'm just complimenting the lovely lady. That's all, Richie. Hi over here blowing my spot up. Yeah, man. Anybody flirt with especially Gail at night. Anybody flirt with Gail, I put him on blast immediately. You know what I mean? Y'all stay away from Gail at night. I think the same way it's easy to be kind and friendly and observant. Yeah, you know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that. Cooking with Luke and friends. I have some of it on my business channel called Passive Income. Okay, they talking about the stuff up there. Bruce Rain, of course, I told you Bruce Rain always got something to say. Bruce Rain said Courtney was dope. Vibe in the chat was ridiculous. She didn't deserve any of that. Yeah, that was coming kind of hard. She thought I set her up. She didn't say that, but I could tell she felt like, you know, I thought this was friendly fire over here. You know what I'm saying? One of them T just went off. I'm like, damn.
They were going after her the same way?
Well, somebody came on the live and it was a dude that was writing, talking a bunch of shit. So we like, well, come on up and say it to her face.
Right.
And
that's how I feel about it. I'm like, and like, here's what I don't understand. Like, there's so many women. Not every woman is gonna be a man's cup of tea. You know what I mean? And like, I saw somebody give me a little props in the chat saying that at least I'm honest and being forthright with how I think. It's true. At least I know myself as a woman and the kind of woman that I am. At least I know what kind of man will suit me. I'm not out here, you know, trying to pass off as a fake person to someone just to be the representative. And then once we get into a relationship, they're like, well, you're definitely not the bitch I thought I was getting with. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a code switcher. I'm not about to act one way with you in the beginning and then be somebody else later on down the road. I am exactly who I am. So I've got to find a guy who can match my energy. And the reason why I know men and I know women is because I am willing to date both. And I listen to both, which is a big thing that most women, and that's why I don't consider myself a Western woman, because when men talk, I listen. When men, tell me what their needs are, or when men find a place where they can be vulnerable with you, I don't take advantage of that. A lot of women take men's vulnerabilities and turn it against them. I'm not one of those women, because I think it's a real chicken shit thing to do when women take advantage of men in that particular area. And that's why a lot of men are leaving here to go to Thailand, because women in Thailand aren't going to go against your feelings. If a guy's vulnerable and says something really heartfelt, she's not going to be like, oh, throw that shit in his face. You know what I mean? Or like when a guy...
Depending on the girl. You're right. You're right, Corinne, but depending on the girl. But Corinne, let's just be honest, keep it a buck. You're a beast in the bedroom now. You have all the confidence. You have all the confidence in the world. You a beast in the bedroom. And full disclosure, I've never been with Corinne, never have. But Corinne's a beast in the bedroom. I knew one of her ex-boyfriends. He told him she drained him of all of his liquid, like everything. She vampired that nigga.
That's cap, Richie. That's cap.
Baz don't believe you, Corinne. Baz.
No. Let me reiterate that. Unless if you haven't touched or experienced the product, you can't endorse it. You can't endorse a product you ain't never experienced. So I'm calling cap on that.
I'm just saying
from a player's perspective, you know what I'm saying? You can't say it's the bomb and you ain't never touched the bomb, brother. I'm just saying.
Let's keep it a buck. I would have bent her all kind of different ways. But she had a boyfriend. I respected it. We always been cool. I learned if you don't put it in them, then they don't go crazy on you. You know what I mean? Like you can't put it in them. So that was why we've been so cool after all these years. I think if it would have did that, it might have been some other shit. She might have been standing outside my house on the roof, because I had some crazy ass women, man. I left. Yeah. Part of the reason I got away out of America because I was dating a foreign chick in America that was fucking crazy. So it's like I had to leave my own country to get away from this shit. It was nuts. But let me read these super chats real quick. Margo says the fact that Courtney's still single is a red flag. See?
Not true. I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true.
There you go to Courtney again. There you go to Courtney.
No,
how old is Courtney?
I was single. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean I'm a red flag. It just means that I value the worth of who I am and who I'm gonna be with.
You don't have all the options Courtney has, though. That's the point.
Yeah, Courtney got options.
So Courtney's trying to figure out who she is still. You know what I mean? Like I'm one of those people who say, do not get married until you know who the fuck you are. Do not get married until you figured out who you are.
Corinne, are you really defending Courtney? You ain't even met her yet. You trying to get out of that bad? You defending the woman you ain't never seen her in your life.
I don't have to see her to know. You know what I mean? Because and like we've talked about this before, and women are going to be mad at me, but most women before the age of 26, before the age of 26, most women are emotionally damaged. They're emotionally damaged. They don't know who they are. They think the world revolves around them. Everything has to do with them. If a guy has an issue, she automatically assumes it's her. The reason why a lot of men don't stay in relationships and why they leave women is because there's one thing a man wants. All a man wants is to be able to be in a relaxing and comfortable and loving relationship. They don't want drama. They don't want stress. They don't want to hear about all the other bullshit that you're dealing with your friends and all that. Men don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? They come home from work. They want to relax, decompress, and you up in their face like, oh, you won't believe what such and such did to me. And then this happened and blah, blah, blah. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
Yeah, just hearing you say it is stressing me the fuck out.
For real. Passport for life.
Damn, that sounded like a bad dream right there. Just hearing that shit. But I got some backup. I got some backup now. Chicago Real in the building.
Real in the building.
Oh wow. Okay. That's really from the Keith Network, right?
Chicago Real in the South Side. You heard what he said.
Right there. That's a good man.
Yeah, I like Real, man. I like
Real. Gail, send him the link if you want to. I love Chicago Real. I ain't never had a chance to chop it up with him, but he always is funny. When he be in Gail's chat, Gail at night when she does her thing. I love Chicago Real. He be doing his thing, brother. Thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it, man. Chicago, really. We got a little bit of Chicago up in here. We got Chicago up in here. You know what I mean? Let me see. So where we at? Okay, so the Big Baz. Y'all make sure y'all check out Big Baz and his channel. The dude is the best. He's the Marshawn Lynch of YouTube, y'all. I'm gonna keep saying it. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. This guy's a simp. She says this guy's a simp. Which guy's a simp? Who's a simp? Oh, he might be talking about Baz. Who's a simp?
Oh, hell no. I know damn well they ain't talking about me.
Who's
put an address on that. Whoever that is, go internet. Put an address on it. Say a name. I know you ain't calling me a simp.
Right.
Put a name on it. Put a name on it.
Say, oh hell no! Quiet, money, his business. He came from left field. He said, "Oh hell no!"
I got a real panel over here. Y'all better not be playing. Conversation between Corinne and Courtney, two different types of women. Yeah, Barry, you right. That would be good. That would be good. Yeah, that would be good. That's a good one right there. That would be good. Gail and Nice supports whatever you want to do as long as you make it happy, Charles Jones. What does a blue heart mean? Because I don't know if I should get jealous or not. What does a blue heart mean, Gail? Gail at Night, what does a blue heart mean? Gail at Night, write to me what a blue heart means before I get jealous. Let me see what's going on. You going to fight him over the internet over words? Grow up, yo. I mean, no words to Zoom, telling not Zoom back to America. I can respect that. Oh, yeah, they talking about Korean. And what is fine is no worries. It's still Zoom to Thailand, not Zoom back to America. That's right. But I'm telling you, though, Courtney Michelle, you have a one-on-one conversation with Courtney Michelle, you will get the scratching your head going, damn. Can it be so simple then? Channel 68 with the $5 super sticker. Gail, what does the lead attorney say? No comment, no something, just love. I don't know what that is. Love. Yes, just for the love. I'm about to steal Corinne and bring her back to the dark side. Oh, Corinne, you need some dark meat in your diet. Everybody needs some dark meat in your diet.
Y'all don't seem to understand. Like I said, because I do date men and I do date women. Okay, I'm not just one straight arrow one way. I'm not all masculine or all boss bitch. I like to be tied up. I do. I like being submissive when I feel like being submissive. So, but there's nothing wrong with that. I should be able to.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem with women, though. Y'all expect us to read our mind. You read your mind. Like we supposed to know when you want to be submissive.
No, you tell them. You tell them.
So, Corinne, you walk up to the dude and say, "I want you to tie my ass up right now."
I mean, I tell my guy that when I'm in for. Yeah, absolutely. I tell him. I text him. I'll be like, "Tie me up tonight." I'll send him
more women were real like that.
Like, I mean, that's the thing. I think the biggest disservice women do is not being straightforward and honest with men about what they want from them. Like, I'll give you a great example. You're in bed with a chick you've been dating for like maybe 7 to 8 months. It's a new relationship. You're figuring out your sexual chemistry and whatnot. You grab her and you tell her, you whisper in her ear, what do you like? What do you like in bed? What do you like to do? And then her stupid response is, I don't know. Figure it out. Bitch, he just asked you. He just asked you, what do you like? This is your opportunity. When you're in bed and his dick is hard, this is your opportunity to tell him what you like. You know what I mean? There's very little a man is going to say no to when his dick is hard and inside of you. Okay?
Oh, I got just the thing for you, Corinne. International passport in the building. International
IP in the building.
What's going on, everyone? How you guys doing, man?
Doing all right, IP.
Doing okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, man.
Damn. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
All right. I can't hear you guys. Can you hear me?
No.
Yes.
We
hear you, IP.
We, brother. You come. We not out here. Yeah, we can hear you. You must have lost. IP got to pay his bill. He got to pay his cable bill. Hey, Reg, I know you wasn't expecting all this, huh? Lesbians and women on women. You thought we was going to be talking about Lost Last China. I told you it's a party on the channel, man.
Reg got that Chi-Town chill. He chilling like, you know, he got that Chi-Town chill. I chill with a bunch of brothers out of Chi-Town. He got that Chi-Town chill. He just sitting back like this here, just like.
He's like, what the hell did I get myself into? I watched one episode of Zoom in Thailand, one called The Matrix.
He said, man, do you people not know I got politicians I got to deal with in the morning?
I know. Hey, Reg, you can tap out any time. If you get too thick, Reg, I understand, man.
I've been noticing the Reggie's hat been getting lower and lower and lower. I mean, it was like when the live stream first started, you could see his face all clearly. Now he like, oh man.
He's like, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh snap! Let me head on back. Let me go and order that Chinese food real quick.
Hey, you know what? You see, I picked it up when he said, "Who called me a simp?"
Right.
Oh hell
no! Houston says, "IP the Black James Bond in the building." Yeah, he is the Black James Bond. Even though we can't hear him, we don't know where he is. Somebody laughing. Corinne, he said, "Corinne brings the peace." Barry Hamilton said that.
Here we go.
Corinne, you bring peace with all that yakking. Look, Bruce said it too. Bruce said Reggie falling farther and farther back in that chair.
Thank you. I wasn't the only one who thought that. Man, I thought the sun was going down till I realized it was already night over there. He over there dimming the lights.
Right.
He over there dimming the lights.
Yeah, he don't do shit. He don't
there you go.
Well, she said both ways. I said, let me turn these lights off.
Yeah.
Boy, he turned them lights
James
down
Bond.
like
James Bond, can you hear us?
Wrecking crew.
James Bond.
Yes, can you hear me?
There he is. Can you hear us?
I can't hear you guys. It must be a technical issue. Let me drop off. Sorry about this, everyone. I don't know what's happening with my mic today.
We hear you perfect,
God
bro.
damn it. All right, sorry everyone. All right, continue speaking. Sorry about this, man.
How come when IP cuts it still sounds smooth?
Yeah, IP cussing, it still sounds like it still sounds like marvelous.
Must enunciate all syllables.
Yeah, marvelous. Yeah, he does it right.
I ain't never heard "goddamn it" with all the letters.
Right.
All the letters correctly pronounced. Make me start saying it like that now.
Right.
My Raiders losing. God damn it.
Yes, God damn it. Man, what's going on, my guy? You hit it with that, man. Oh man, IP just trying to Yeah, man. So man, I had so much fun, man. We going on 3 hours, 2 hours and 37 minutes, man.
Yeah.
See, somebody gets in the super chat. Now I gotta stay on a little bit longer. See, they get a. I was gonna say the monkey the banana, but I cannot say that. That didn't come out right. They put the quarter in the jukebox. That's what.
There we go.
You know what I mean? KB Cooks, DCFD, $20. DC in the house. Go. Did you hear the mix I made? I made the Richie Mac mix. I put that go in there at the end. I did everything. I went New York, California, and then go. You got to check out that mix. The mix is kind of hard. DC in the house, coming out to Thailand in April 2023. May need some consultation, brother. Love the content. Keep up the great work. Zoom Tribe.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, man. Consultations, man. I walk you all the way through it from beginning to end. From what your budget is, because then we're gonna make it realistic. Because some people be thinking you can like live in Thailand for a week for $30. I'm like, that's not gonna I've been watching too many cartoons. They don't got bones in their noses and shit. That ain't gonna get
things with this 30.
Yeah. It ain't gonna work like that. The average you're gonna spend, you know, I tell people a good roundabout budget, man, for Thailand. If you want to go home and still maybe have some money in your pocket, is about $1,000 a week after your plane ticket. So 2 weeks, 2,000, 3 weeks, 3,000, something like that. If that's what you want to do, just to be comfortable. You don't have to spend that much. You want to be comfortable because you can get rooms under $100 all day. So you know what I mean. But if you stay, 3 weeks, It's $2,100. You know what I mean? So you got to think about what your budget is going to be and all of that stuff. But yeah, but KB, man, book that consultation. Gail dropped the link in there at some point. Look, Gail be on top of shit. You see what I'm saying? This is why she
Gail's queen.
As she's doing 5 other live streams. Yes. As she's doing 5 other live streams. And don't try to get it, Gail, Corinne. Gail's mine. That's my YouTube wife. That's my YouTube wife. Let me see. Heard that food is trash. Let me see. How about that's a good question. Box is right. How about getting a Thai woman on the panel so we can get her point of view of us? Zoom to Thailand, right? That's a great thing. And let me tell you something, Box 805. That's exactly what I've been trying to do. The problem is they don't have enough confidence in their English to be able to like hold a full conversation. So that's something I've been working on. You know what I mean? I'm trying to like the caveat is if the hot ones can't speak enough English, and if I get y'all a regular one or somebody that's subpar, then y'all gonna complain she's subpar. So I'm trying to find the unicorn, the Thai unicorn, so we can do that. But most of them be able to do it just smile and laugh. They won't be able to get into unless we do like the girl in the barbershop. Now she got down. Like the girl that she could speak enough English where she could get down, but somebody scooped her up like right after that episode aired. It seemed like a week later she was gone. Somebody just scooped her right on up.
She was gorgeous.
That's how I go. Cool. Which one? The barbershop? Did you see that?
Yeah, the barbershop.
Yeah, she was pretty. She was pretty. Zoom, Richie, please have Mary. Man, let me tell y'all about that, man. Ron Bizzle. Mary was a girl that I met when I first came to Thailand. And I was like, this is going to be the one. Like, I was going to really, 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 this before I met Elle, I was going to really, really like Mary. She hit all the boxes. She speaks English. She's beautiful. Nice body, little fatty. She had everything, man. Just sometimes just, you know, it just
happens.
She just wouldn't learn to make grits, huh?
She couldn't make them grits. Yeah, I guess that's what it was. That's what it was.
I've been trying to bring her back. She probably would have made the team.
Yeah, if she was a gritologist, she probably could have did it. But I think she got a boyfriend now because she don't hit me back. Like that's what they do in Thailand. They be your friend all the time till they get a boyfriend, then they don't know you. So but I'm telling them, like, you got fans out here. Like, it's people that really like rock with you. You know what I mean? I ain't heard nothing back from them. But when they break up, you know, they come back. They always come back. Don't they? They always come back.
Grits in hand.
Rez, don't they always come back? They always come back, bro.
It's people dying every day in the hood, B.
Yeah, they always come back.
Where's Reggie at? Reggie, where you at?
In China.
Where you're in where? China?
Yes.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Well, in case you're not up to speed, this dude, Corinne, he's right up your alley. He had he created Playboy in Asia under Hugh Hefner. Yeah, he got 3.2 million followers, subscribers or whatever. Wow. And this dude has done so much amazing stuff that it's like it blows me away. I feel like a groupie. Like, damn, I got a ways to go. You know what I mean?
I mean, you always have killers on the panel, so you know this. You know.
Yeah. I mean, no, I really
up here today.
I was blessed. I was blessed because he.
Hey man, let me tell you, I'm the one blessed, man. To have all these beautiful people on here, man. I haven't seen a black person. I'm on lockdown, bro. I haven't seen a black person.
Are they back on lockdown?
I'm on lockdown.
Serious lockdown.
Oh,
and the next 3 hours, I gotta go. We all have to do the mass test.
Right. Everybody got to do it, huh?
Everybody got to do it. Everybody in the whole country, and all of Macau.
Whether you like it or not, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Bruce said, "Rich, you got to upgrade." Yeah, I did get the upgrade, Bruce. You're right about that. L is definitely an upgrade. Official Zoom merch, y'all get y'all Zoom to Thailand t-shirts. Where we at? Look at Gail, man. You don't understand. Gail at night. You gonna come up and say something, Gail? That little accent. You gonna say something? Gotta hit Brazil before I do the Asian thing. Not a fan of Asian women like that, but I do want to go to Thailand. Young Jay-Z, you should. You should absolutely go to Brazil first, bro. You should absolutely. I love Brazil. That's my aesthetic as well. But what takes I tell everybody, what takes Thailand over the top of Brazil? Haven't been to Colombia yet. I know Colombia is my steez too.
I will say this: you'll be surprised what you into when you actually stuck somewhere. You adapt to your situation.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, and when I'm in East Chicago, I never went out with an Asian girl. All my girlfriends was Puerto Rican and Dominican.
Right.
You know, then you adapt to your situation. I'm in Asia, you're not seeing no Dominican, Puerto Ricans, or black American women, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's real talk. Yeah, but it's but the thing about ties, see, what you don't have in China, I haven't been there, but what I'm assuming you don't have in China, you don't have the color spectrum like I have here.
No, bro, it's a lot. It's a lot. Filipinos is the second biggest population here in Macau. There's many Thais too, many Vietnamese. We got everything here in Macau. Macau is Las Vegas, bro. Macau is Las Vegas.
I was speaking specifically with Chinese, but you're right. It's a melting pot where you are.
Yeah, I
get it.
See, Chinese still need from the mainland a visa to come into Macau.
Wow.
Now you see what Bummy Davis says. See, Bummy Davis, you into the stereotype. Not all Asian women are skinny.
Not at all. Not at all. Don't believe that, brother.
Yeah.
Too many kung fu movies.
Do you watch Zoom to Thailand?
Booty. What?
Yeah. I mean, come on, man. King and Dreams giving up the he over here playing in the super chat while he's sitting there. I see you, King and Dreams. You need to help me with this thing too. The black ties winning. Bruce Rain always chiming in. Yeah, they got some dark one. They got some dark. They got some the color of Baz. You know what I mean? Literally out here. You know what I mean? So I don't want to hear that skin color. But they do have it. I know they got this in China. The skin color thing is real, man. The darkening and the lightening of the skin and all of that. Yeah. They do it in India. They doing it everywhere. They really believe in that skin whitening.
They do it in Thailand. They do it in Africa, man. They got whitening lotion in all those places, bro.
They do it in Africa, but it's more prevalent in the Asian and Indian countries. Let's keep it a buck, though. Let's keep it a buck.
No. I think also in Africa too, man, because they get discriminated against about being the light-skinned or mixed blacks get more jobs than the darker black. So it's everywhere, bro.
Yeah, that's
everywhere.
That's
discrimination of that is everywhere. It's not one country got it more. No, it's relevant everywhere, bro.
You don't think one country has it more than other countries? I don't believe it's prevalent in Africa. So you telling me it's prevalent in Africa? People like
I'm telling you, it's the same. It's the same. It's the same, bro. It's exactly the same.
The only reason I'm not pushing back because you got me on East Chicago, so I'm gonna let you rock.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Got me on East Chicago,
bro. Let me tell you where I got you at. I lived in so many countries, bro. So I learned at the end of the day, they say their things about black people. Black people say they think. And it's funny because we all do the same shit.
Right.
So I'm that one person that's able to tell you we all say the same stuff about each other.
Right.
So I'm that one person can come in and say, well, no, that's not true because this.
Right.
And then when they say something about blacks, no, that's not true.
Right.
So we all say the same stuff, bro. It's definitely amazing, bro. And the only thing that's different is the language, man, and the clothes we wear, and But other than that, man, we all human, man. We do the same stuff, bro.
Yeah,
believe that. Dig that.
We do the same stuff, bro.
Tandem transfer wasn't out any Airbnbs in Thailand. Yes, absolutely. There's Airbnbs in Thailand. I stayed in one. The Airbnbs.
Would you say the hotels are cheaper? Are the hotels cheaper than Airbnbs? What do you think?
It depends on the Airbnb. The Airbnbs are usually cheaper, but the hotels, to me, if you get a hotel that includes breakfast, you're gonna win. You know what I mean? Because that helps your budget out right then and there.
You know what? I'm gonna expand on that one too. Again, that one goes back to what if we talking about a guy, what a guy is looking for, right? If a guy is coming out there to come and meet young ladies, a lot of hotels make you sign the lady in at the reception.
Oh.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, and then some hotels don't allow, don't care, right? But it's very different. Then you go to Vietnam, they make the girls, you actually have to pay for the girls to come up to your room or whatever if you did not come with this girl to the hotel.
No shit.
Yeah. So it's definitely, when I say you gotta, it depends what you're looking for on the prices of the hotel and this and that. It's definitely different in a lot of places.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't know that. I know in Brazil they don't even let you bring them up to the room.
Oh, really?
Brazil, no, they don't play no games. You can't bring nothing up to the room. You got to go to the spot. They don't do that. And then in Thailand out here, sometimes they'll make the girl leave their ID and then they'll give it back to her once they call and make sure, everything is good at the spot.
Hey, Gail, I appreciate that, Gail. Thank you.
Speaking of paying for it,
Gail being on top of it, huh?
Is there in Thailand or in China or in Asian countries that you guys have been to, do they have like their own version of like a red light district? Like an
What? Yeah.
You on a late show. You on a late show.
Oh man. Hey, Corinne, put it like this. You would be woe out here, girl. You would be woe out. You would be woe out.
You know what? Let me tell you something. That where he's at in Pattaya is kind of like the Mecca for Thailand for that.
Oh, really? Okay.
They get it in. They get it in. But that's the thing though about where I'm at, man. It's not just that. Just like how we think LA is just gangbanging, and it's not. You know what I mean? Or other stereotypes, but it's definitely happening out here. But
yeah, you got the beach and all that. No, right.
But
I never thought of LA as gangbanging though, man. Actually,
really?
No, never.
It's active.
You know what? Coming from East Chicago, man, we go out, man. We so happy to see palm trees and all that when we get out there, bro.
Right.
We're not even tripping on that, man.
Hey, Reg, you know what's funny? It tripped me out, man. My cousins, they came from Chicago, and the simplest thing tripped them out. You know what they said? They said, a mountain.
Right. I said that when I went to Minnesota, bro.
I didn't realize how flat Chicago was. There are no mountains. I never even put it together. He said a mountain. I'm like, nigga, I live in the mountain. Where can we get up there? You know what I mean? It was,
hey, bro,
man.
When I went to Winona State, bro, I was in shock to see that many white people. I never saw that in my life, bro.
Damn, yeah, that's crazy.
And then I saw the mountains and all. Yeah, I was really. It's like I was in another country, bro.
That's what he said. Blazing TV says, book for Thailand, February, March 2023 will be my third trip. Yeah, Blazing TV.
There we go.
You got to get it in. I'm about to kick somebody off my panel. I'm about to kick this dude off, man. And I like him too. But with this statement here, Charles Jones, a black man saying grits are disgusting. Charles,
that's my dog. Charles just said, you know what? Charles always says something controversial just to
I was gonna say, Charles is definitely controversial.
Hey, where Charles from, man? Because I might have to agree with him on that one.
Oh my God, Reg, don't make me kick you off too. Reg, what are you talking about?
Hey, bro, I don't mess with
grits.
I don't like grits, man.
Oh my God.
What? Blasphemy.
Thank you. Tell him, get him, Bass.
What?
Man, grits are a staple in Black American culture. A staple. It's a staple.
Max, man. I'm just saying.
It is. It's a staple, man. Even from Chicago, a lot of people, if you go back and study history, everybody migrated from the South.
Went up north. And my grandfather and them love grits. No,
from Louisiana. Yeah.
I hate it. My family background from Mississippi, Alabama. That
Reggie like cream of wheat. That's what that is. That's what that is.
They cream of wheat.
He likes farina. He likes farina.
Reg knew he was gonna be upper level while he was young.
You think grits and cream of wheat two different things? He think cream of wheat. He think it was like soup. Nah, that's not grits. Nah, that's not grits.
Yeah.
That's not grits. You grew up on cream of wheat and they told you it was grits.
Yeah.
That's what happened. And it
that makes sense.
Reg was around for that Farina.
Man.
You know
I grew up off that oatmeal.
Reg is like, can I get Farina? I don't know.
You like Farina, the Dominican girls.
Mother, I'm beyond these grits.
Yeah,
I'm going to be something great, mother.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Mikey, man, I grew up off that oatmeal, man.
See what I'm saying? Oh, I love the oatmeal.
Oatmeal and grits is two different things. That's like rice and
I know. Potatoes. I'm just telling you what I like, bro. I get it.
I'm just checking on you. I'm watching you, Reg. I got one eye on you now.
Reggie, I'm gonna send you some farina.
Ooh, farina.
You know what? Let's do that for real. And make sure we connect. Make sure we connect after this. Yes.
Yeah, man.
Do you know how to merengue?
Of course. I used to be a part of the Salsa Federation back in the day. I can salsa, merengue, what?
Oh man.
So I used to live in Punta Cana.
Damn.
Oh wow, yeah.
I love Punta Cana. Hey, can y'all get to like us for me, please? I need them likes. I need the likes for whatever reason. Gail taught me that. Gail and Kevin Samuels, rest in peace. Something about them likes. We need the likes, y'all. Can y'all just
likes up? Click that like button. We like
you.
If you like grits, push a like.
That's a good one. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. And if you don't like grits, book your private consultation with the Travel OG. You know what I mean? Get it in. I'll get you there. If I can't do it, Coach Dre will get it. Coach Dre will get it. Let me see. Oh yeah, you got to subscribe to Gail at Night. Y'all subscribe to Gail at Night. Please do that. Please do that. I used to be stationed in England. Who is this right quick? I used to be stationed in England. Them brothers is cool out there. They put me on game with the English females out there. Yeah, man. I like the accents, man. There's something about the accents. I love accents, period. You know what I mean? What's Bridgerton? What is that?
The show. Huh? It's a show on Netflix.
Oh, what kind of show is that? What's it called?
Bridgerton, Brother Prince.
It's the first like British type show. You know, like where they speak all proper with actual people of color, which is something that's never been done before.
Oh,
so it's like you remember, like I don't know if you guys remember the movies like Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, like all the like English, really like, oh sir, can I have some more, please? You know, shit like that.
Yeah.
But so now they got black people and Indian people and Asian people in them, which is something that's never happened before. So it's actually a pretty decent show, but it's very much like a soap opera for women.
Okay. You almost had me. You almost had me.
Smargo says, you guys wouldn't be into it.
Right. Smargo says, what country cities would you recommend for a first-time travel? I'm gonna get that to Dre, but Dre, before I get that to you, I'm gonna jump out there first. Traveler, if you're a first-time traveler coming from the U.S.,
it's easy to get to, man. Easy to get to.
What you say, King of Dreams? What'd you say?
I said so Dre said don't do that. But the reason why I know why Dre is saying that. But the caveat is that on a serious note, there are a lot of travel bros out there. So the camaraderie would be good for him and he can know his way in and out.
The corruption as well.
Yeah, the corruption is the corruption.
We talking about Mexico or DR?
No, in Dominican Republic.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought he was talking about Tijuana.
Nah.
They got a spot in Tijuana.
Nah, man.
Adelitas. Anybody know about Adelitas? You know,
I don't want to deal with the cartel. I'm good.
Right.
Well, don't go to Brazil either. Then don't go to.
Brazil is different. It's more spacious. And them you talking about Mexico, man? It's small. It's like the cartels run shit.
Well, same thing in Colombia, right, Dre?
Well, yeah,
but I don't see them. I never see them. Never run across them. And if I do, I wouldn't know who they were.
You stay in your lane.
You don't run those. If you don't run in those circles in those worlds, you're oblivious to them, and they're oblivious to you. No matter how successful you are, and that goes back to what we were talking about when it comes to networking. Is your net worth? You don't necessarily have to run in every circle to be successful. So I agree with it. These individuals and what they do exists. But me personally, being here for 5 years, I haven't run across that type of whether it be lower level or even the upper level of that type of society. I don't run in those type of circles. I don't go in those type of neighborhoods. I don't. It's just not a part of the makeup of who, you know, my brand and my family. And so
hey, bro,
don't give papaya.
Hey, you said
don't
it's
give
just
papaya.
like growing up in East Chicago and all that, bro. It's gangs
For
around.
real.
And I ain't
all around.
I ain't trying to be with no gangster disciples and all no vice
None
lord.
of that.
I you know, I roll by myself, man.
Me personally, I would have chose Mexico. You know, somewhere in Mexico, like your Tijuanas, your not necessarily Tijuanas, but your
Cabo.
Cabo. I would have sat back and say your Playa del Carmen. Those areas I would have chose for you if you're first, because it still has that American feel. So you can see if you need to get to a Walmart, there's a lot of Walmarts in Mexico.
I didn't know that.
If you want to go to Cancun,
especially
if you want to go to Cancun, some of the best beaches, like in Cancun, the beach is called the seven colors of blue. And literally, it's some of the most beautiful blue that you've ever seen on white sand beaches. Like you're like, this ain't real, and it's 7 levels of blue on one beach. And so, and the sand is literally like almost literally white or pinkish sand. And so, if you want your first experience and plus it's a party town. So you got Playa right there. You got Cancun right next to each other. You got Tulum right there if you want to see the relics and everything. So me personally, I would have sat back and said Cancun, Mexico as your first trip. And plus you can also, if you want to do it as a cruise, you can hit some of Mexico as a cruise as well. But it goes back to what we all said on this panel. What are you looking for? Because if you, for example, if you're a guy that is just, you want to go on vacation and it's just for the ladies, it's just like King said, go to Sosua. If that's what you want and you just want to be pay for play, or if you want to go to Southeast Asia, no offense, go to Pattaya. I hope I pronounced it correctly.
Shots fired, Dre. You firing shots, Mr. Columbia?
No. What I'm saying is, if you want to go to a place where you can find your fun, and it's just if you're all on party mode, like for example, Rich, you're the first brother to put golfing in barbershops and other just round-the-way spots and couple restaurants on YouTube in Thailand. Nobody else is putting couple stuff out there that do say, hey, if I meet a girl or if I come with a girl, I can enjoy Thailand too. Oh, I like to shoot golf or play tennis. Nobody's putting golf courses on YouTube except for you, the first one. I was like, they got golf courses? You were the first one I saw that had the beach. I was like, oh, they got beaches out there? I didn't even know that until, for example, we were one of the first ones to put for DR. We were the first ones to put the subway system. Most people don't even know there's a subway in Santo Domingo. This is one of the few, it's the only island in the Caribbean that actually has an actual brand new, beautiful subway system that's been around for a while. So the fact that it depends on what my point is, it depends on what the individual is looking for. That's where the consultations comes in with all of us regarding different locations around the world that you may want to go to. Because what one person may want and enjoy, they may go to that city and say, man, this was garbage, man. I didn't have a good time here at all. To where 50 other dudes will go to that city and say, man, I ain't never experienced this much fun in my life. So it depends on what that person's looking for.
It depends if that person has ever traveled. Because I was happy than the MF, man, when I first saw the LA, the Hollywood sign in LA. I thought I was overseas.
Right. You thought that was overseas, huh?
That was
overseas. When I went to Phoenix
for
the first time, if you ever been to Arizona, you know Arizona is built like no other part of the country. It's like you outer space, literally.
Yeah,
you can see them fake. You can see them faking any type of space travel, space trip, walking on the moon in Arizona. I went to Tombstone, and then I went to the Grand Canyon. You're looking like this is nothing like the rest of the United States. It looks nothing. Anything that you thought of what the United States looks like, you never thought about that when you saw New Mexico and Arizona.
That's a good fucking point. I didn't think of it that way because I'm so close to it. It just, you're right, it's different. But I tell you what, I would tell somebody to go the first time they're going out of the country, Canada.
Oh,
either go to Toronto or Vancouver.
Yeah,
that's easy. That's an easy peasy because they speak English, and you can see the difference in how people treat with cultures, even though they're starting to like emulate the US. Oh, that sounds like an episode of Zoom to Thailand. Who's watching Zoom to Thailand? If I heard the Barbara of Seville, that's either the Little Rascals or Zoom to Thailand.
Yeah, that is you, isn't it?
It sounds like it. Grits are delicious. Sugar on grits is nasty. Agreed, LT Midnight.
Yeah. We don't do sugar on grits.
We can't do sugar on grits. That's cream of wheat. Like
but I didn't hear nothing about.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
I didn't hear nothing about no likes going up when I said if you like grits, the likes, hit the like button. You didn't mention that about the like for.
Therefore,
you got three brothers on here talking about grits. Hey,
Bruce Ray said we on for next 3 hours. They said the G word. He's talking about grits. From savory to sweet. Stop, pop and scroll. Pop and scroll. We can't do sweet grits, man. It got to be salt, pepper, butter, bacon, and eggs.
I like my salt and pepper grits too. Yeah, with a little bit of butter.
Man.
Wait. Hold up, Resident Badass. Wait. Resident Badass says Canada's worse than the U.S. In what way?
No.
In what way? Like, what are you talking about? In what way?
Canada's gorgeous. Then you got all the French sisters over there.
The people are nicer there. You know what I mean? Blasian jumped in and said Canada's an interesting choice. Wasn't expecting it. I visited Montreal and Toronto. Super clean and super nice people. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it either, Blasian TV, but I forgot. We so used to going that way. I said, well, let me go the other way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's true.
And Canada, and like Toronto's like a baby New York.
Yes,
and Vancouver's like a baby San Francisco. So you're getting similar stuff, except for
but it's clean as can be.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, it's definitely clean.
And the mixtures of the women are beautiful. You might find Jamaican and Japanese, you know, black and something. It's you know, I like the tropical look. So that's the
and then you got the sisters coming from Quebec, the French sisters. You ain't never seen sisters speaking with some of the most beautiful French accents coming from sisters. And you right there in Canada.
Right. But you know what?
So let's say
Guam is American territory. You don't even need a passport.
Oh, that's true.
That is true, but that's a flight though. That's a nice little ways. That's damn near to Thailand.
Puerto Rico.
That's true, but I've been to Puerto Rico. The women in Puerto Rico, you ain't gonna just knock them down. You got to put in some work, man. It's like a whole.
That's family oriented. Yeah.
Family
oriented.
That's true. That's true. Right.
Poppy got to give you a stamp for mommy to give up the chocha.
Yeah, something like that. They don't have it what it is. They stand behind the Matrix. Let me see who got something to say. Marcus says, you dudes shouldn't be standing behind in Matrix USA just for the women. You should be in America for its rich culture of mass shooters. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Rich culture.
Wow. Crazy. I don't miss none of that. Wait a minute. This for Big Baz.
Oh.
Read it off, Baz.
Yeah, jalapeno cheese grits. That's the bomb, man. And no doubt. Jalapeno cheese grits. Yeah. I'm telling you. I make Reggie come on back.
Bring him back, Reggie, come back to the grits,
nah, folks.
Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button.
Man. I got you.
Hey, on phone now.
And they marking you now, Reg. Oatmeal grits. Yeah. He think it's the same thing.
I did not know, man. He trying to say which one, oatmeal or grits.
Well, the way that he has it set up is the way that it's set up mathematically. He's saying oatmeal is better than grits.
Yes, man.
The way he has it, the way that statement is set up is oatmeal is better than grits.
Nah, man, y'all read into it. I need him to clarify. Charles Jones said Argentina's a sleeper country. I heard Argentina got some beautiful women, but I heard this. Remember, a lot of the Nazis went down there when they left Germany, and they took that kind of mentality with them. So I'm not gonna shit on the whole country.
But you know what? You know what's going on down in Argentina right now? There is a shift in how Argentina is seen now, because a lot of people that couldn't make it that couldn't make it to the border of the United States and they got clogged up, they had to turn back around. Guess where they've gone to now? All those people that couldn't make it to Argentina, because the cost of living is so low. Argentina right now is going through what Venezuela went through a few years ago with their rate of inflation. Argentina rate of inflation right now is over 200% inflation. So a lot of those blacks, Mexicans, Africans that couldn't make it across the border in the States, they didn't just stay in Mexico. So people don't never wonder what happened to these people. You'll find Dominican clubs in Argentina. You'll find people that have African restaurants from the Congo in Argentina. You'll find a barber shop and is ran by a brother from Mexico who's part of Mexican descent and couldn't make it to the United States. So a lot of them go because they traveled through South America to get to, in Central America, to get to the United States border. Couldn't get through. So what they did, they turned back around. They already knew the journey and they went down. In Argentina, as far as how it's being looked upon and the structure is starting to change over like the last 15, 20 years. You'll see so many people from around the world in Argentina. And Argentina also is, if you cannot make it to Europe, flight too much or it's too long, go to Argentina. It is just like Zoom said, so many of the Germans went there and there's such a German influence. It literally, especially in Buenos Aires, literally looks just like you're in Europe.
Damn, that's what I heard. And that's the mix. See, that's the thing. When you take the European blue eyes, you take the black skin and the body, and you take the indigenous hair and mix that together, you get some cold mixes with that.
And that's what I love about one of the reasons why I love about living in South America. Once you get your ID, I put my passport away and I never have to use it again, because all 11 countries of the 12 countries outside of Venezuela, all the 11 other countries have a treaty with each other. And let me see if I got my ID around here. All you need to have is your cellular or your ID, and you go across. I can go to Brazil as long as I want. I can buy property in Brazil. I can live in Brazil. Oh, I don't want to be in Brazil anymore. I could just shoot on. I don't have to have a passport anymore. In all the South American countries, except for Venezuela, where Americans still have to get a visa, official visa to get through. I don't have to have and anybody that got a cellular is your ID. It's your ID and birth and ID and Social Security card combined. Like in the States, you have a Social Security card and you have an ID. In South America, or at least in Colombia, you have one. So it's your Social Security card and your ID as one. And so with that card, you travel anywhere as long as you want. You can do business in any country. I can go to Uruguay, Paraguay. I can go to Antarctica. I can go to Ecuador. Doesn't matter. I go to Chile. I can go to any of those. So that's another advantage that you have when you traveling outside the United States. You discover that, hey, I could get access to a whole continent with one ID. Compared to that, you could build a credit line. Like I have credit cards here in South America that, just like I have in the United States, because I've built a credit record here, as Reg has done in his country by living here in South America. So a lot of things that guys may feel that may have hindered them, or if you only think you come into these other countries for the party scene, there is so much more to life that you're going to benefit from when you take advantage of your passport.
That's awesome.
Facts. Alex McCullough says, the women in Canada like brothers. Alex,
what?
Alexis.
Wait, was that a question or was that a statement?
I think it was a statement.
Well, when you say do.
Oh yeah, yes, yes. So
yeah,
I have family. I have family in Montreal and Toronto, and there's a lot. There's a big
I know you got family in Toronto. It's Jamaicans in Toronto.
Oh
all
yes,
type of islanders. Yeah. Caribbean Festival every August.
Oh yeah, yes, yep. Nice festival. And Toronto too. And I've been to Vancouver one time, but yeah, I mean I haven't had any issues.
No, they like brothers pretty much everywhere, man. Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? This just is what it is. That's the one thing they couldn't take away from us was our swag. We kept our swag. Yes, I'm going to get the privilege of the true story of a dominant master wearing dress socks. I have permission to do all the time you get funky and the other masters in my mouth. What the fuck? Corinne, is that you? Is that one of your people? That sounds like Corinne. Can you read that, Corinne? What is that?
The OnlyFans only me?
Yeah, Corinne. What does it say, Corinne?
This person has been in the chats for a while talking crazy.
What do you say? What do you say?
I mean, I don't know what they're talking about. They're talking about they mentioned Reggie earlier, talking about the guy with the red cap and the socks. I want to see his socks, master.
Damn, I don't
want to see his socks. What type of man has to see another man's socks?
House of Has, super chats, brother. What do you think of my question? What question? House of Has? Did we miss your question? I want to definitely catch your question. If you said something, did y'all catch his question? House of Has? I didn't see that.
No.
Yeah. Reg got one person believing him. Reg got one person believing him. He said oatmeal's better.
Facts, bro. You'll be surprised how many people put that on there. I'm gonna tell you, I'm a winner.
But it's totally different though.
It's levels.
I get that. I get that. I'm not saying it's the same. I'm just saying the preference.
Yeah.
It's levels, man. All them kids had problems growing up, man. That's why they ain't oatmeal.
They was on the show, but
they saw mama throw grits in the face of daddy, and they never wanted to see grits again.
You cook oatmeal faster. Daddy, and mama didn't have time to put that grits together. Mama didn't have time to put them grits together, so she just throw some water in the pot, threw that oatmeal, poof, threw it in your bowl, and that was it.
That's what
you know what I'm saying. So
you ain't got nothing to say, huh?
Mama added too much water to them grits. So he fell in love with oatmeal.
Here's the final station. Grits is better. Salt and pepper. There it is. You can't go wrong with that.
Man.
Yep.
Hey. Gail at night, you still there, Gail at night? I need to know what them blue hearts mean, Gail at night. Don't try to get out of it. I didn't see your answer. I'm not getting off this live till you tell me, Gail. Let me see where we at. Oh yeah. What about that? Who's gonna be mad at shrimp and grits?
Oh, man, they just don't know, man. They don't know. I told you, mama broke their heart with that oatmeal. That's what happened.
You know what, man? I think he's using another computer to keep putting that shit up on that
stuff. He said Play-Doh equals grits. Oh, that's what he said. Oh, Play-Doh. He came with the Play-Doh, not the Play-Doh.
Play-Doh.
He was traumatized as a young man. That's all that was.
Yeah.
He was eating Play-Doh. He pretended that they were oatmeal. That's what it was.
Right. That's what it was. The Arizona Marine says, I notice when I travel abroad, my blood pressure lowers a lot. Yeah, man. The stress goes away.
Food is different as well. Like here in South America, GMOs are illegal. So certain foods, certain tastes, certain testers, pesticides. One thing in South America, you're not going to see pest planes flying all over the place, spraying food. It just doesn't happen here. And so then we're right next to the Amazon jungle, which gives most of the world its oxygen. So we're right here getting fresh air as well as the water. And then a lot of people don't realize that they're so sensitive about nature here in South America that, and I show people this all the time, that the trees have license plates.
Yep.
So when they're digging, the trees here have license plates. See, because some of the trees here have roots that are 6 blocks long. And so before they start digging to probably put new pipes in or build a new road, they have already recorded what trees are where, and they're sensitive about, hey, we need to keep these trees here, and how do we build the road around these trees?
Yeah,
so, like right outside our building.
Yeah,
our tree, all 3 trees have license plates. I was showing some guys that came down here a couple weeks ago. I was giving them a tour, and I showed them areas, and all around Colombia, the trees have license plates.
That's what's up.
That's dope.
I got to read Farrell Super Chat. He's right. He says 2 weeks at the Dream Hotel in Bangkok. That's the hotel I recommend for people. A 5-star hotel with breakfast included, $650 for 2 weeks. Yes,
that's not bad.
That's excellent. You know, and the breakfast is made to order breakfast. It ain't like that bullshit pastry and a fucking donut. They make you whatever you want. I mean, they have a whole menu of whatever you can get.
That's not
Farrell,
bad.
what are you doing in Bangkok for 2 weeks though? Didn't we talk about moving around? Unless you got business there, you got to let me know on that. What how we got to that place? But
he probably looking for grits. He probably want to stay out there and taste.
They don't have grits. They don't have grits. They don't have oatmeal either. Actually,
they're all on the menu looking for grits and Mandarin.
You know,
they not gonna have grits. They not.
You know it's good when they ain't got it on the menu. You know it's good. They don't keep oatmeal everywhere you go.
There you go,
everywhere you go, you find oatmeal.
Let them know, man.
You can't go to the store out there and pick up a box of grits. It ain't gonna be in your store. You know, it's special.
They do have an American store here that has grits. It's expensive, and I buy them all the time. But Baz went in his Baz. You got your phone with you? Gonna show off all your shit? Baz got all kinds of grits.
Come on, man.
He got.
I got blasted in the comments. I ain't doing that no more.
Wow, what happened to you?
They say this man here got everything in his. He waiting on a water.
You are waiting on water. Hey, Baz, you got enough to sit out a war for a couple months. You do,
man. Right. I keep grits though. I got boxes and boxes.
Man, you should.
I ain't mad at you, brother.
House of Haz, I got to get back to his $5 super chat. I'm sorry I skipped over that, you guys. What can America learn from Thailand and other cultures to improving dating here? Would it work in the U.S. and how traditional dating returns? Man, I mean, House of Haz, I got to be honest with you, man. Other than Courtney Michelle, I think it's a wrap. I mean, I just can't see it. I can't. The women are they're too far gone and standing in that. You know what I mean? They standing in that. This girl, if you saw this thing that went viral about the girl that put her baby's daddy on blast for bringing their son food. Mm-hmm. But he didn't bring it for her other 3 or 4 kids. So she cussed him out, threw the food on the ground, says he ain't eating if the other ones ain't eating. So she instantly made it his responsibility to take care of the other 3 baby daddies' babies. It was crazy. And she recorded him saying, I'm putting you on blast. Like he was the wrong person. Like they just got it all messed up, dude. I mean, women can go on Maury Povich and pretend a baby's yours.
Add some clarity to that. Just add some clarity to that. So yeah. That channel is a parody channel, so that skit wasn't real. However, what's real about it is that the society is so far gone. We all believed it because we've all seen it in one way or another. True. So I just wanted to add to that, Richie Mac.
Well, I'm glad you did because I think Courtney mentioned about it was fake. There you go.
Hey, bro, you got 1 oatmeal.
Wait.
So the skit is
the real deal right here, bro.
There you go. Hey, I told you.
It's the real deal right here, bro.
I'm going to add to that. Just what the brother said. That's a parody.
I'm gonna let that one go.
Hey, Baz got albums for your ass and he got grits for your ass. But let me finish House of Haz's question real quick. And Dre, you can jump in. I mean, I guess it would be more for Baz and King of Dreams because y'all actually live in the Matrix. Yep. So we're out of the Matrix, so we know better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what can America learn? This for both of y'all, you and King. What can America learn from Thailand and other cultures to improving dating in the U.S.? Would it work in the U.S. and how does traditional dating return? I know he said that Zoom, but my answer is it's a wrap. So Baz, would you like to take that?
You want to? Well, I'm gonna give King of Dreams a little segue off of me, but it's in terms of like submissiveness. You know, you can look at Corinne and see that one, but submissiveness. Ain't no submissive women here. Women want to be boss bitches. That's just straight up. They want to be boss bitches. They want to be bag bitches. They want to be, it's no cooperativeness. You know what I'm saying? Women are not cooperative because especially black women are in a position to where they running things. They've been running it. My mama been running it. My grandmother been running it. You know what I'm saying? So the man, his reign as far as like being the leader of his house is in jeopardy every time you try to marry a westernized woman. I say westernized. You got a few unicorns out here, but it's very seldom you're gonna run into a woman that, you know, especially now, they having kids at an early age. You know, you run into one or two with kids, and you know, it's problems that gonna be with that. So, you know, that westernized mentality ain't gonna work well with, you know, you go to other cultures. That's why I went to Indonesia. I ended up going to Indonesia to get married. And the only reason why I went to Indonesia, because the sister that I was looking for to get married to, she was just so much of a boss bitch. I couldn't do nothing with her. I said, I got to go somewhere where I can find somebody that's going to kind of like hush, listen, you know what I'm saying, work with me. You know, she has an opinion, but we work together. But even in that, you know, it's going to be us like finding a needle in a haystack over here when it comes to sisters. So you can have a king.
Period.
Yeah, no, that's a, you know, I was gonna say needle in the haystack. I mean, just even talking about traditional values can actually get you fired from your job.
Wow.
Believe it or not.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
just talking about structure and not even offending anybody. But the thing is that with the Western society, this modern feminist Me Too cancel culture is so aggressive. I see why Richie Mac and Drea just kind of SYSBM, you know, and I'm probably going to be on the SYSBM here, but I have to be here in the meantime because my son is here. But once my son becomes an adult, oh, SYSBM, I'm out. That's it.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy, man.
I would have to say this. Guys, I know people watch our channels and hear us, and we often talk about the dynamics of male and female relationships. When we say that we're not coming, that we can't see ourselves living in the United States again, if you ask Reg, if you ask Richie and other individuals that say this, relationships are at the bottom of the totem pole of why we're not coming back to the United States. We have so many benefits that have taken place in our lives. The relationship dynamic of who I'm dating, who I'm not dating, should I get married, should I not get married? That's on the bottom of the totem pole of all the reasons why we're not coming back to the United States. So don't make the mistake of thinking that when we say we ain't coming back to the States, that is because of the women, just because we often talk about that as one of the reasons. Facts. But believe you me, she is the bottom of the totem pole. There is so many benefits. We could talk about everything from your health to your economics, to your connections, to access to world globally, the food. We could talk about everything from opportunities to get access to things that haven't even made it to the United States. For example, I know Richie as well as Reg can attest that there are some products and some services and some equipment and some inventions that took place overseas. They haven't even made it to the United States yet. And so just a little thing is a certain cell phone that hasn't even made it to the United States yet. It won't make it there for another 5 years. You have access to those things. So the last reason why we're saying, the ability to buy property in other countries and things like that. So when we say that we're not coming back, don't think that the first thing that comes to mind is because the women aren't this or because the men aren't that. That makes us a little shallow. So don't think black men are shallow like that. Ladies, yes, that could be a part of it, but you are at the bottom of the totem pole of the reason why we ain't coming back to the United States. The reason, but not the reason. Don't let you think that you got it like that to make us feel like, well, you done impacted me so much, I'm traumatized and I ain't never coming back to the States. No, it's not like that. It's actually, there are so many things that we can accomplish and have done outside the United States that it would be moot for us to throw away all this hard work and all this progression just to prove a point of going back to the United States.
100%. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Coach Dre, drop the mic, huh?
I was gonna say there's never a reason to allow a relationship to rule your life, because if you're not 100% within yourself, like the way I look at it, if you're not happy alone, you're never going to be happy in a relationship. So being able to conquer all the things that you want to, especially for men, being able to conquer the things that they want to achieve, being able to do that on their own without having to have a saddle or someone holding them back, it makes sense. I mean, I wouldn't blame anybody leaving the States at all. And like he said, it has nothing to do with finding someone better somewhere else. It all has to do about finding the better version of yourself that will thrive outside of a place where it won't let you thrive.
Correct.
Preach it.
There you go. There you go.
Facts.
Preach it, baby. Preach it, baby. Preach it, baby.
Got a testimony going.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Reg hit this last question off, and then we're gonna get ready to shut it down. So Reg, can you take this one for me? He says, speaking of Indonesia, how's Bali?
Bali was amazing. I lived there for 3 years. The people was fantastic. The food is great. The culture is very rich. Amazing place to be. It's a lot of people of color that's living there now. Is doing well. Now, when it comes to healthcare, if you're planning on living there, that might not be the top place I would want to live in Asia. When it comes to healthcare, if it's an emergency and you need to really get out of, get some help. But other than that, Bali's just amazing. It's rich with history. It's fairly, your dollar fairly goes a long way. The people is safe. Please come. Please, you have to go see that. It's an amazing place. The people is amazing. I truly recommend, that you do visit Bali.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I heard some good things about Bali too. So, that's a good thing. Y'all, I'm going to shut this down. It's almost 3 hours and 30 minutes. I've noticed some women have had a hard time saying my husband or my man. They say my partner, like saying he's like it's spitting up blood. Damn, Sean.
Right?
Damn.
Eat this broken glass and now say husband.
I think that's for the new generation, because I call my man my husband. He's my man. That's my man. Mm-hmm. I think the new generation is kind of the ones that are with all the pronouns and everything else. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to touch that. But
right. Corinne, can you touch what Gail and Knight said? Can you read that? What Gail and Knight said?
It says a woman must get on the man's program. If she's not with it, then she's not the one. Don't even waste your time, gentlemen.
Ooh. There you go. Preach, Gail.
Like here's the point, the standpoint on that. A lot of women, and I'll use a lot of the modern women, they're looking for that 1950s, 40s guy where he will take care of her and provide everything. They want to be the, subservient and all that, but they're not bringing anything to the table. To me, I don't completely find it fair that if you put all your expectations on your man, but yet you're not fulfilling anything for yourself or on your own. Like when women don't have hobbies or interests outside of their husbands, it's not a man's job to constantly entertain you. Find some shit to do. Because if a man is busy doing playing golf, video games, playing basketball with his friends, he's got hobbies and interests outside of the relationship. So if you don't have things that carry you outside of the relationship on your own, then it's never going to work, because you can't expect your man to pay for everything and then some, and then expect him to entertain you as well, because you ain't got shit to do. Pick up crocheting, do something with yourself. I don't know. Get out of the house. Get off your phone.
We need to take you on tour. You need to
right?
Tour for you.
Yeah. You're going to get her own channel, man. You're going to see the bitchy code. She's going to break it all the way down. She's getting serious. She's sending me stuff. She's serious. We're gonna get it in. But, man, I want to say thank you to everybody on the chat, man. Reg, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you so much, man.
Please keep in contact. Everybody on the panel, man. Let's keep in contact, please.
Yes, sir. I've already, I'm on your Instagram. I'm on your head. I'm on your head.
It's been very cool hanging with things today, by the way. Been an honor.
Gotta give a shout out to Corinne. Corinne, the color commentary. Corinne's the color commentary. Coach, I got to give it up to you. The coach always has some good things to say. Coach, you need to write
Coach,
scripts, man, because your monologues is
Coach,
fire.
my man, Coach had to come in and certify me, man, with you, man.
Yeah, Coach did. That's why I called him the coach. I tell you, he gonna put you in the game or he gonna put you on the bench. So that's what coach.
No, because you was really playing. You really was playing me till he came in.
Hey, it's a Chicago thing, you dig? Yeah, man. But much love to y'all in the panel, man. Thank y'all so much for being there, man. I'm what happened? What'd you say, Reg? You have something to say?
No.
Oh, okay.
I want to say something real quick, Rich. Just for a second. Oh, yeah. You know, my connection, I had a connection with this brother, man, before he was untimely passed. You know, he got justice in his case, Nipsey Hussle. He used to come down here to Houston and put on some shows, you know, with Trey the Truth. So I finally got a chance to meet him and, you know, kind of kick it with him when James Harden and all of us was backstage when he played with the Houston Rockets. So, you know, I'm wearing my Nipsey Hussle gear today in honor of the brother because, you know, he got justice in his case. The guy was found guilty, and we're going to see what the next thing going to do with that. So that's all I wanted to say in terms of like the New Orleans, California connection. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm working on this West Coast album. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a tribute somewhat. Right. But that's what it is.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yeah, man. I mean, for anybody to be surprised that dude got found guilty, it's like, come on, man. It's like we all saw it. I mean, it ain't like, you know what I mean? That's a no-brainer right there. That's like the Rodney King shit. You know what I mean?
Well, no, that's not a no-brainer. They would put him back on the street to have him do some more to our own people again.
Yeah.
No. He wouldn't make it in LA. He already get beat up.
But you know, whatever. But you know, it could have went another way. Like, you know.
Yeah. I mean, when you doop, walk away, doop, walk away, doop, walk, boom, kick him in the head. Come on, man.
Well, he should be happy because you're right. You know, he couldn't walk the street.
Yeah, he did. No, they already shot up and killed some of his family members. It's bad.
A lot of his family. A lot of that brother's family. Yeah. They killed a lot of his family. That's sad. That's sad that the family got to pay for some foolishness, you know. It's just crazy. You know, LA is a whole different dynamic. I had a friend of mine went down there, and Richie know about this. Like, he didn't even return. Like, you know, they had to cremate his body to send him back home. So, yeah, LA is a different kind of beast. I respect it, but, yeah, you got to know people when you go out there.
Yeah, you got to.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It is.
You can't find love in LA. There's no such thing as love in LA. You cannot find love here.
You know what? Come on, Chicago.
I had to leave LA to find love.
Oh, nothing.
Chicago. You know what? You know, being from LA and Chicago, hey man, Chicago's a whole different kind of beast.
Yeah,
it's sad. It's
a whole
sad.
different. Let me explain Chicago so y'all understand it. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. See, Chicago had the most organized gangs in the world. Like they had it all. They was about to buy shit from Gaddafi. Like they was on some real shit. But once they killed the leadership, you got all these wild gunners.
Cut off the snake head. Yeah.
Yep.
So you got all these gunners now. Everybody's a gunner, nigga. It's just every man for himself, man. And that's crazy, man. But I gotta end this on a high note, man. You know, I can't end on
yes,
there
we
go. I gotta end with love, man. I gotta say, man, I love all of y'all for coming on the channel for me. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Y'all welcome each and every week you want to. I'm probably not gonna be here next week because I'm gonna be getting on the plane, but we're gonna pick it back up maybe the week after next. So salute to the panel, salute to everybody, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Reggie, my new friend, our new friend.
Shout out to Reg.
Yeah, we gonna keep this going. All of us.
Yeah. We're gonna do that. And Kareem, stay tuned for the bitchy code. Kareem,
that's right.
That's right. Break it down to the men on how women think and the shit we don't understand. She gonna break it down for us, man. And she knows how she spit it. She spit it real. So it's gonna be
telling all the secrets.
She giving up all the secrets to the shit that we don't need. You know how women want men to figure it out? Figure it out. No, Corinne she's gonna give us the cheat code, the bitchy code. So look out for that, y'all. You dig? So much love. Shout out to y'all, man. I'll catch y'all on the next.